we all good though. I had to fix my headset. So late in the, I can't say late in the evening. I almost said late in the evening, late at night, as we are here for the pod. Today's episode is going to just be about WrestleMania, as you already know, because we already got some people in the cut popping in. So WrestleMania 40 is over with. We wanted to go live after to get everybody's reactions like we did last year. This not on this channel. We went live last year on PC channel last year. Last year, people kind of had all type of emotions all around the place, like sadness, happiness, confusion, not really knowing what was going on. Overall, I thought WrestleMania 40 was pretty good. Night one was it had its hits and misses for me. I think it was more to the crowd though, but night two was really good. I thought every match pretty much was pretty good. And thank you guys for coming through. Make sure you guys subscribe, like while you're in here. Also for the new people who are gonna join in, make sure you guys hit that sub button as well. We go live every Sunday. We go live. We usually go live a little bit earlier, but we had to go live late just because we wanted to see people's reactions, people's thoughts. Everybody's gonna have their own feelings. That's what pro wrestling is about. Jay will not be here today as well. So I know I saw somebody say something about Jay, but I'm sure he old man. You know what I'm saying? He probably sleeps, so he probably
Surprised you ain't sleep.
Yeah, I already had my nap, bro.
Hey, like I said, bro, it's so my girl can go to sleep because she got work in the morning. That mattress is in the living room for now.
Hey, yes sir. Do what you gotta do.
Hey, I got my sleeper. I got my little nap, bro. I got my little nap, man. I got my little nap. So WrestleMania 40. Did you have a? We didn't get to. I don't know. I didn't get your reaction yet, Chief, from your video, but we do have this. This is how you was looking last year, bro. I just want to show everybody real quick. This was literally last year, bro. This was 365 days ago, bro, when the outcome of Roman and Cody happened.
Wild, bro.
Now we fast forward a year later, because I feel like I was one of the very few that said it wasn't a bad choice for Roman to win. He's got to wait and see what happens, right? And then we got to wait and see how everything piles up and all that stuff. And now that we're here, could we all agree it was the right decision?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, I can most definitely agree. At the time you showed the picture, I just didn't get it. I was like, what does Roman do? Can Cody, because WWE does not have a good history of believing in true white meat baby faces like that. The reports that Vince was back in the company and it was and mixed with the Demon Finn Balor losing and Oscar losing again. It was just a downhill of emotions.
Yeah. But I get there was always some doubts because I think we were so used to WWE throughout the years just having the easiest decisions to make, but then always doing the wrong stuff, for no reason. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, what was the point? Now, going into the main event, how many of y'all really, because I honestly didn't know what was going to happen. I'm going to keep it a buck.
I didn't know either. I didn't. I was so nervous.
I was nervous.
I'm going to say this.
I thought
I was nervous. I was excited as hell, but...
I was excited, but when I saw that Roman entrance...
No, dude, that's what I was going to say. When I saw that, because I was like, oh, he got the orchestra again, it's GG's. And then they kept playing. I was like, oh, no, it's over. I was like, nah, I'm sorry, Cody.
He had the tribal drums. I was like,
hey, and then also too, the other thing too, because he just dropped that little Jordan deal he was having. You talk about if I lose, I'm gone from WWE. I'm like,
but what made it so good for me though is they played the confusion both ways very hard because they were saying, like, in the documentary, Roman's like, if I can't be number one, I don't want to be here. If I lose, I'm leaving. But then Cody was saying, like, if I lose, it's over for me. You know what I mean? Like, there's no... And then the wrestlers were also saying that, too. Like, if Cody don't win, this is it for the story. You know what I'm saying? So they made it hard to kind of process, like, they're saying these things on both sides, but they're making it kind of hard to kind of feel, okay, what's really going to go down and stuff. But... man, that was a hell of an ending, man. That was an incredible main event, bro.
Hey, so y'all want to know how I'm feeling right now? There's adrenaline in my veins because Cody Rhodes pinned Roman Reigns. Because Cody Rhodes pinned
Roman Reigns. You fumbled.
No. I changed
that was so easy.
Purpose. I changed the lyrics on purpose. Literally, into my TikTok. Changed it on purpose because, bro, when he finally hit, because they've been teasing that trifecta.
Dude,
yeah, because he was like when he hit the last version of the 3, I was like, bro, he already taken like 6. He can't kick out of 3 in a row, bro. Like, But to be credit to give it credit though, he never really pinned Roman either when he hit those crossroads.
But he hit like two of them like twice, like back to back. He did it twice. I was like, bruh, come on, gang. Like if you don't hit this third one. But no.
Cody took a lot of punch. He took a couple of spears, Samoan Spike spear. Like
bro, that nigga was Superman tonight.
He took
a lot of damage.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Cody Rhodes' entrance though, I was like, okay, gang.
No, that was tough. That was really tough. His entrance was tough, but
that was cool.
Roman's entrance though, I was like, oh man, this is looking kind of.
And then I saw And then I saw a video of Triple H and not Triple H, Paul Heyman and Roman kind of embracing at the top of the stage after the match.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God. I was like,
cool.
I was like, now Roman, you can go take the break that you probably need, like the real one, not the one where
the real break
off TV for no reason. Like, go,
bro.
home.
He's done a lot as champ, bro. Like people never. There's some people I think that really don't appreciate certain things as it's happening. It's more so when it's over. You know what I'm saying? Then you look back and want to give people their flowers, which is it's unfortunate because you've seen a lot of people like that in certain situations. But this motherfucker did a lot with storytelling, character work, bringing people along with him, making himself feel like he was unbeatable at one point, bro. Like there were so many big matches that you thought he was going to lose that any other champion would have lost, and he won them all. Besides, obviously he was going to come to an end at some point, but I feel like he's done so much. It was just time for Cody to get his moment, because if he'd have lost, I don't see how he would have been able to. I don't see how he comes back from that. You know what I mean? Like how do you come back from losing again to the same guy last year, but you had help this time? You had more help this time than you did last year.
No, exactly. Bro.
You had the whole everybody come out. Cena popped up and Taker and Jey Uso, bro. Like, man, that ending was. The ending was so crazy,
the
man.
best main event ever, especially to usher in a new era. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This gave you the Attitude Era vibes, like, of the OG Stone Cold glass hitting to help Mick Foley and this, that, and the third and all that. But, like, this was
really been pushing this, not even just last night, but pretty much through the whole of, like, they've been pushing this whole new, like, this is the Triple H era now, for real. Like, they've been pushing that agenda hard. Like, Paul Heyman said it. Stephanie said it. So like, they've been pushing that agenda really, really hard. So I'm excited, man. Like I'm hoping Raw after Mania will be something special, because last year was not it. So
hopefully we start getting some real changes, like freaking different stages, different production, shows feeling different.
Yeah, I mean they've kind of already done that with the entrances. They split up the titles now, the tag titles. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Pretty much the correct people all won. And they ended the most dominant. They ended Gunther and Roman Reigns' reigns. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of directions they go in as far as the creative process, as this is the new era. But what does that really mean? Because people have said that, through many times. This is a different era. We're in different times. But what does the new era really, really, really mean? What do y'all think the new era really means?
Louis, you want to go?
Yeah, you've been quiet. Nah, we'll save him for Damian Priest. We'll save him for Damian.
Oh, okay.
I think it just means, it's like, as far as like Gunther ending his reign, I think Triple H is focusing more on character development, because like Vince probably would have did it just for like the moment, but I think Triple H, like when he makes a decision, he's not just thinking about, okay, so we got to get this person over for this night, like we'll create the moment. Like, no, he's thinking when someone loses or wins, he's thinking 6 months ahead of time. So that's what I think. I think the new era is just more logic. They're going to follow the stories they've been telling, and like camera, even like some like as simple as camera angles, like just following superstars to the ring in one shot. Just makes it feel more realistic. Like this is like something that you're involved in, something that you're watching that's real. So that's what I think. That's what it means.
I feel like Triple H is about to embark on what he wanted to do with NXT 5 years ago.
Facts.
That whole thing about the globalization, localization, whatever dumb phrase.
Colonization.
Yeah, like whatever dumb phrase he used for it. This is what he always wanted. Like, I think this Mania truly showed you, Triple H, it was a little rough, when you first got here because you had to deal with people at the top, but your vision, we saw it. We clearly saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna let what's it called, Lewis get into it first, but the people who won tonight, the decisions that you made is like literally there was only two title retentions.
Oh yeah.
There was only two title. That's unheard of
Who
for
already? It was Logan and
Rhea.
Rio. Yeah.
Those are the only title retentions. And let's be real. Like, I think they're saving Logan for LA Knight. And I don't know what they're doing with Rhea. I don't know who's gonna beat her. But everybody else, like Sami Zayn, that's a story they were telling for months. Even though we wanted Chad, Sami Zayn's a story they were telling for months. Seth Rollins, shout out you. You could tell he was really emotional tonight.
Yes.
Like, I think he's taking time off. Like before, I thought because of the knee, it was like, okay, yeah, you might just make it to Mania. But no, I think he knows, like, I'm about to be gone for a minute. Because that, if y'all saw the way he was walking after Cody,
yeah,
that back really might be on his last leg. And shout out to him for pushing, bro. Shout out to him for pushing through and giving Drew at the time his moment. Because, like, bro, them tears didn't look like story. Them look real.
No,
those real emotions, bro. That's what wrestling's about. By bringing out
like,
the real emotions.
You effing deserve it. And I was like, oh, shout out Seth, man.
Yeah, that hit me in the heart too, man.
That's what makes I mean, that was out of character too, you know what I mean? So that's what makes wrestling. I think you're gonna see more of that too. People allowed to kind of break the kayfabes, as they would say, you know, to express more emotional feelings. Because I mean, we only watch just what they do on TV, but these are people who like see stuff behind the scenes and see how hard people really work and the dedication and stuff. I mean, these are like their brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? So like they see these people on it more than they see their own families. So realistically, I mean, they see the hard work and stuff that we really don't see. I mean, we may get like glimpses of it like in maybe promo packages or like behind the scenes stuff, but we don't get it fully though. Like we're not in the sauce, you know what I mean? Like these people are there for all the aspects. They know when people are injured and hurt. I don't know if you guys, they mention it now, but Rhea had a panic attack and Becky Lynch had the flu going into that match right before it even started. You know what I mean? Now, if there weren't reports and all this stuff, we wouldn't have known that stuff. You know what I mean? But they know like everything that kind of goes on within those aspects. So they know who deserves it and who doesn't deserve it and who works harder than who and what's best for business and all that stuff. I mean, obviously they're not in charge of everything, so they can't make all the decisions. But as far as being competitors and work, I mean, this is what they do. You know what I mean? And I agree. I think Seth probably does dip for a little bit. I mean, he might show up tomorrow and do like a little speech or something. But I'd be kind of surprised if he kind of sticks around for a while, honestly. I mean, I kind of figured he would take a break after WrestleMania anyway. I mean, I think he kind of needs to heal up his body because when you mention after the Cody stuff, he was sitting on the ropes. You know what I mean? Like he was just chilling on the ropes, bro. I don't even know if he could really stand. You know what I'm saying? So because he had to do the match last night and then had to do the match tonight and then the stuff he did after that too. So
I know they had Icy Hat on standby backstage, bro, because I know that. Like he came out like and actually my girl noticed it too. She was like, "Oh, why is he wearing the KT tape on his back?" I'm like, "Oh, well, he's had back problems for a minute now." Like, and then he's like, "Oh, but she didn't wear it yesterday." And I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, "Oh yeah, but he's wrestling back-to-back nights. That's probably something he's not used to." Like, because I don't think he's been doing house shows for a minute.
No, he's
something he's not used to.
He said in the interview he's been doing a couple of house shows, but it's been like tag matches. Like he's been teaming with Cody, so he probably hasn't had to do a lot. But he said he'd been doing the house shows because he wanted to test out his knee before WrestleMania to see if it was like to see if it was good.
So yeah, but that makes sense though for you to have KT tape on your back the next day because you gotta like honestly, if you really think about it, that makes sense why the match was structured the way it was. Because it gave me Brock Lesnar Goldberg vibes, like just finish your fest. That's honestly what it gave me for.
No, yeah, that Claymore in the beginning, I thought it was it, bro. I was like, oh shit.
And that was a close kick out.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
I was like,
I ain't gonna lie, I was starting to get a little aggravated when he kicked out of 3 of them. I was like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, it was like a little ridiculous.
I mean, Drew McIntyre kicked out of 2 stomps.
No, but I'm saying like he kicked out of 3, and I was like, bro, if they haven't come back after kicking out of 3. Claymores, and he's he's not even 50% right now, and he I was like, nah, that's too crazy.
Well, they've been telling the story of Seth basically like someone said it on this pod a couple weeks ago. You basically have to like kill me to take this title from me.
Yeah, I think it was Lewis.
And like he's been doing that, kicking out of everything. And then like that last Claymore and like that little stare, it felt like okay, like this is the end. Like this is the final blow.
All right, Lewis, you want to have your moment now? You're no, I don't want to say you're Puerto Rican God. I think that's what you've been calling him, Damian Priest. Who did anybody think he was actually going to cash in legitimately?
I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
I had a feeling.
I'm gonna let Lewis go, but
I'm saying
get
like
off that,
I'm
man.
saying like successfully, like he was going to cash in and win.
But go ahead, Lewis. It's your time to shine, man.
It's gonna be a yap fest, so get what y'all want to get out right now.
No, because we're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about, so we're gonna need to engage
Yeah.
and stuff. So
It's your time, bro. It's your time.
go ahead.
No time.
All right, now people in the comments can stop bitching that I'm frozen.
I ain't even looking at the comments, so
All right, so I'm gonna try and be as like raw as I possibly can be because I've been an emotional wreck since that cash in happened. If chat don't know, I got the Puerto Rican flag around me. I'm a 100% Boricua. My father's family's from San Juan. My mom's side is from Ponce, so I'm 100% Boricua. Um, I'm 21 and I went damn near. I started watching wrestling fucking since I was like 5, and I'm 21 now. So do the fucking math on that. But in that time frame, I've seen within the WWE, I've seen my culture be stereotyped. I've seen my culture be disrespected. I've seen my culture, just like any other minority, just get shat on. And then, over time, I saw, you know, people's cultures be represented. Like we've seen the Jamaican culture, we've seen, Kofi Mania happen. We saw Big E have his moment. We saw Lashley have his moment. We saw Del Rio have some moments. So we saw Shinsuke have some moments. And it's cool. I love supporting people's cultures. I love supporting, you know, everybody. I'm a big supportive guy. I mean, after I'm the only Hispanic guy on this panel, rest of fellow black people. But everybody in this panel they can attest to this chat. But I've asked them plenty of times. How do they feel with Kofi Mania? When Kofi Mania happened, because for so long as a fan, I just wanted to see somebody of my culture finally be the man, and I never thought it was gonna happen. I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up right now. I'm sorry. I wanted somebody of my culture, my Puerto Rican culture, my Taino heritage, to finally get the spotlight that they deserve. And it was honestly it was rough for me being a Puerto Rican guy throughout Damian Priest's Money in the Bank run, because you got people wondering if he's gonna fail, he's gonna cash in on a mid card title, and I just kept holding on to that faith, but I really didn't think that it was actually gonna happen. So like I said, these, my brothers on this panel, they can tell you, I've asked so many times, like, how'd you guys feel with Kofi Mania? How'd you guys feel with Lashley? How'd you guys feel with Big E? Um, and they told me how they felt, told me how they affected them, and I just wanted that same feeling. Because it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. I was cheering for Kofi, I was cheering for Big E, I was cheering for Lashley, but at the end of the day, I'm not a black man. It doesn't affect me the way it affected them. And I just wanted to get that same feeling. I said, I don't care, like, if Damian Priest, gets a 1 month. I just want to see my culture be represented. And I was having some doubts when Drew was talking shit to Punk. I thought it was just gonna be a stare off, and then Drew was gonna have his moment. But when Damian Priest came out, bro, I lost it, man. I lost it, but I didn't think it was actually gonna happen. I thought Drew was gonna kick out, and I thought some fuck shit was gonna happen. And then when that ref hit 3, I just had to let it out, because this was something that I wanted since I was a kid, man. Like, besides professional wrestling, my culture, my Taino heritage, my Puerto Rican heritage, that is something that I keep so close to me. Is something that that I revolve my life around. It's not something that I just say on this panel. I literally live my life as a Puerto Rican male, a proud Puerto Rican male, and to see somebody of my heritage at WrestleMania literally holding up a world heavyweight championship, and to finally have that culture representation that I've wanted for so long. Like I said, I've asked every single person how they felt about Kofi Mania, and I just wanted that feeling, and I finally got my Kofi Mania. I finally got my Kofi Mania, and I finally understand how you guys felt about Kofi Mania. This ain't the same level as Kofi Mania. Kofi Mania will always be over this, but god damn it, nobody can't take April 7th, 2024 from me, because this day belongs to Puerto Ricans, and I'm so fucking happy to be a Puerto Rican because Damian Priest has worked his ass off to put us on the map, and god damn it, I finally have a world champion, bro. A world champion that I can be proud of. So I fully understand how you guys felt about Lashley, about Kofi, about Big E, about Mark Henry. I fully understand how you guys feel about Rock. I fully understand how you guys feel because I finally have that feeling, and I'm so fucking happy, man. I've wanted this shit for so long, and I finally got my Puerto Rican champion, bro. I said it so many times, even on PC wrestling. I said it so many times. I want my Puerto Rican world champion. I want my Puerto Rican world champion. Even when you guys said Damian Priest was probably gonna have a failed cash in because his Money in the Bank run wasn't going too well, I said, nah, bro. I don't care if it's transitional. I need my Puerto Rican world champion, and I finally got it. After years of begging, I finally got it, bro. And honestly, this is probably my favorite moment as a wrestling fan. So
That's really what this is all about, man.
That's
That's what wrestling is, man.
That's
That's exactly what wrestling is, man. Like how you're
This is
feeling
why
about
representation matters.
facts.
you
Facts.
let that out, game. This is exactly
and
what wrestling is.
and yeah, and whatever Priest happens, man. We know Big E didn't have a great run. Kofi didn't have a great run, but those moments live forever, and those moments are moments I look back at and I get chills. I still cry at
Yeah.
to this day.
Yeah, Kofi's run just ended the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? They just did it. They just
Yeah,
they did it the way it shouldn't have ended. You know what I mean? I don't think his run was bad as everybody wants to make it out to be. Mark Henry was. So most of those
it
people
happened.
you could argue Big E definitely didn't have the great run either. We don't know what Priest's run is going to look like either. I mean, um, I, I'm predicting that Drew's probably going to win in Scotland at Clash of the Castle. I'd be kind of surprised if he's not at that point. So, but until then, I mean, I didn't know really what was going to happen with the Money in the Bank. Honestly, I mean, it kind of felt like there were these other big moments that were happening, and it was kind of just like, what they're gonna do with this briefcase type thing. You know what I mean? Like, are they going to do this cash in? Or are they gonna have him cash in on the mid card? Because TV always kept saying that damn Intercontinental Championship. Nobody don't want to see that, bro. You don't need to cash in
No,
on
of course,
mid
but
card.
no, you're right. It's just my whole thing was so I told y'all, and I posted the clip on TikTok February 5th. I told y'all, look, when Cody was trying to give his spot away to The Rock, and we were like, what? Why is he gonna do it? I said, look, here is a full bulletproof plan to kill every single bird with one stone and make everybody go home happy. And in that plan, I said, Damian Priest can cash in after Drew wins. He take his moment away in front of fans. And honestly, we should have seen it coming low key because CM Punk was on commentary.
Yeah,
We low key after the way it played out, I was like, oh wow, we.
I
Really
didn't,
should
I
have
didn't,
seen
I
it
didn't
coming.
think like I did,
I, ca-
I was expecting Drew to kick out when he hit the South of Heaven. I was expecting Drew to kick out.
I was kind of feeling it when he was talking shit to Punk in his face. I was like, okay, something about to.
It's
Because it
going too.
looked
It's
like
going too long.
I was
But
like, yeah, exactly.
I think Drew knows he's probably gonna get his moment when they. I mean, they have Clash at the Castle and literally in Scotland. Like last time, it was in the UK, but literally it's literally where he's from at this point. So it's like, what's a bigger moment for him to win at WrestleMania and get the push, or to officially have the win in his home country? You know what I mean? And so it'll be a great moment for him. I think he understands that too. Like, that's why Damian Priest was the one to win, because the last couple of weeks too, they've been kind of, I don't know, Damian Priest was kind of being a little bit more serious than usual, and then they lost the tag titles too and everything.
Bro,
So
the
Well,
rumor,
he also said on TV it was like, hey, this WrestleMania weekend is going to be a great day for Judgment Day as a team, but also individuals. And Rhea
yeah,
was kind of like, what do you mean by that?
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The roar of the crowd when he ran out. The roar of the crowd when the referee hit three. Like boy, like when I tell you I was an emotional wreck throughout the whole show. Like I just kept thinking about like bro, like that really happened. Like when the ref hit three, like you guys saw the video, like I instantly started crying. And my mom and my sister, obviously they don't watch wrestling. They're like, "Are you really crying right now?" I said, "Yeah, like this is serious for us. Like we haven't had one since Pedro Morales since the fucking 50s. We haven't had that." And now we finally have one that we can be proud of, one that I can say I actually saw. And I don't know if you guys saw, but on the ramp, like the first thing Damian Priest said, like when he held that shit up, was "Yo soy Boricua." Like he
Yeah.
knows, like
I
this
heard that.
was, like he knows, like this is serious for us. So the feeling you guys had for Kofi Mania, and people making, the people making fun of Kofi Mania or whatever, not like, I fully understand how representation fully is. Like I fully feel how you guys felt when Kofi had that moment, bro. Like I'm probably gonna watch it again tomorrow, bro. Like
As you should.
Shoot, we all are. I'm not
Man,
gonna lie.
like bro,
that
I
was
just like I'm sorry. I'm usually not an emotional guy. I'm usually playful, but bro, like I
Nah,
can't,
man.
bro. I can't, bro.
no, I feel
This
you, bro. It's all
No,
good.
that's nah,
Going
man.
into the show, I was one of those people that said I didn't want to see Damian Priest cash in, but the way that they did this, I'm actually very glad that it happened. They did it perfectly. You said it. This is why representation matters, bro.
Facts.
Like we
Facts.
talk about Kofi Mania, and for me, it was so touching because there's barely any African, like West African people in wrestling, let alone in WWE. And for me to get that moment as a West African kid that had that, like I had that culture, right? And knowing where
Mhm.
Kofi's from. And even when after he won the championship and he went back home holding up that championship,
Yeah.
it was that dude. Like I've watched that match and that moment. I can't even count it.
Yeah.
Nah,
Malik,
dude, it's yeah.
Malik, you
I
said
feel you.
something about the how do we feel like what that true saying it's a Paul Levesque era, what we feel like that means.
Right.
One of the things I feel like is gonna really define this era is making you feel. Making you feel. This mania, we really felt. Like obviously we had the overarching. I've been saying it for months. The whole point of Mania is finish your story.
Right.
A lot of people's stories got finished tonight. Sammy's, what's it called?
Truth.
Damian Priest, Truth got his moment. You know what I mean? Even A Town Down Under got theirs. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not
Bailey.
really a story, but like Logan just retained against arguably a top five WWE superstar all time and one of the more popular ones, Kevin Owens. Like just retained on both of them. Like that's crazy. Triple H is making us feel again. He is making
Technically true
us
too.
really, really feel.
Like
Yeah,
Drew got his
Drew
moment in
as
front of
well.
fans.
Chills.
He got his
Yeah,
moment in front of
but
fans.
Damian Priest, man. Did you
Yeah,
forget?
Oh man.
that real moment hasn't come yet for Drew, I feel like. But I think everybody else, like
He'll get it.
Bailey, you know,
Yeah, Bailey
Cody.
too. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people got their big. Even if some of them have already been champs, I think it's bigger now, just because I think they understand the process of who's in charge now, so they trust more of the direction that they'll possibly be going in, and they'll possibly be, heading towards. So overall, I mean, I thought it was a great show, man. I mean, despite the crowd really not feeling it for night one, I still thought there were some great moments for night one. Night two was really really good. Um, I mean, pretty much all the right things just had to happen. I mean, it was pretty. I think it was pretty hard to fumble this WrestleMania if they just made all the right choices. If they made all the right choices, it was bound to be good. You know what I mean? So that was the catalyst of, can they make the right choices in the end? And I think they hit the nail on the coffin for pretty much all the choices that they made. I mean,
I agree.
it's exciting now because there's still so many what ifs now. What's next for Roman? Cody, who's he feud with now? And Bailey, what does she go into? Damian Priest, who's he for? Is he gonna dive into Drew McIntyre? Is he gonna dive into somebody else? Rhea, she done beat everybody now, so what's next for her? You know what I'm saying? So like there's a lot of excitement. Sami Zayn now is like there's a lot of excitement as far as what direction these people go to as far as their characters or where they lead to as new champions. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen on Raw, man. Like Raw
And
is
yeah,
going
I
to
was
be.
about to say, I think this Raw after Mania, man. Triple
Like,
It's
H,
gotta
not
be,
this match.
bro.
Triple
it
H,
may
bro.
end up being
Triple
this
H,
summer.
bro. Triple H. Hey, you got it, gang. You've
I,
delivered.
I can't wait to
I
see that
know.
Judgment Day
Oh my god, bro.
celebration, dog. I can't wait to see that Judgment Day celebration. I need to
Oh,
see them
yeah.
side plates. I mean, I did say it too. I'm not a belt collector, but I need that World Heavyweight title with Priest's side plates. I
Oh,
need
As you
man.
should.
I
Yeah.
need that.
As
And
you
Hey,
should.
and the day I leave this earth, that's getting buried with me. Promise you.
Shoot. Like, and then also too, we also gotta remember NXT happened as well.
Stand
That
Yep.
delivered.
ushered in a new
Stand
era too.
delivered.
Like,
Yep. North American
Trade.
Women's Championship.
Oh yeah, bro. That's gonna come.
Julia.
Julia's
Yeah.
there, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And they got and supposedly Jacob Fatu's there now too, so he's in WWE
Probably,
now.
yeah.
So
Oh,
he'll
I
be
mean,
back.
yeah, he signed.
Thank
Yeah.
God he didn't.
We're
debut
not
today.
talking about the man
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
glad he wasn't there.
We're not talking about the man of the hour, bro. Trick Williams, odds-on
Yes, bro.
favorite NXT champion.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's got to be
absolutely.
It's gonna happen this
Absolutely.
year for sure.
Ilya Trick 3. Yeah, it's got to be.
You
I
talk,
think,
you
Absolutely.
talk about making you feel. I think that's gonna be one of the moments that's gonna make you feel.
Yeah.
I think they should do a before Mello leaves. I think they should do a triple threat with Mello in there because I like to see that Mello,
Ooh.
Trick, and Ilya in a triple threat. Like this is like Mello's like last chance. You know what I'm saying? Like before he leaves NXT type stuff. I think that would be a great story to tell right there and stuff like that. If he's
Also,
not coming up to the main roster, he may show up tomorrow probably. You know, so.
also, I just wanna say this. As a Roman hater, and I'm not going the way how y'all think I'm going. As a Roman hater, thank you, Roman, for over 3 years. You did your job so well to the point where I hated you. As a fan, I hated you, but as a person who wants to be a professional wrestler, I have nothing but the utmost respect on how much you carried this company and how much you carried that chat. Put thank you, Roman, in the chat. Because I don't think we will never see anything like this in our lifetime. We will never see the development. We will never see the resurgence. We'll never see the storytelling quality. Everything Roman did was generational. So put in the chat. Thank you, Roman. Put the ones up for Roman. He
See
deserves
And
it.
this run legitimately had Lewis
Saved him.
believing he couldn't be
Saved
beat at the point, bro. Like every time he was in these matches, Lewis was always like, Roman's not losing. I don't think he's gonna lose. You know what I mean? And it literally saved his career. I mean, if we're talking about Big Dog Roman many times, right? And how cringe the booking was. But the last 4 years he's done with the tribal chief stuff, the character work, promo stuff, like I think Roman has shown he's always had the potential to be this, but he kind of had cuffs on with Vince and the way he kind of envisioned how he wanted Roman Reigns to be. You know what I mean?
So as an appreciation of me, what I'm saying, appreciating Roman, what I'm saying, I think for the first time ever, I'm willing to give Roman Reigns his flowers, and I'll throw the ones up with y'all.
Yes,
I think
sir. Gotta throw it up.
I
Sir.
have I've been saying this before the title reign even ended. Roman Reigns' title reign, and I'm not even gonna bring up the longevity of it. Roman Reigns' title reign is the greatest title reign in the history of that company. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Ooh.
The
I don't know if
story
you guys.
throughout.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
I'll let you finish quick. I'll let you finish real quick.
The story throughout. I don't think we've seen anything better in WWE history. The amount of matches that this man has put on, the amount of greatness that he's put on at WrestleMania, despite ignore the Brock match. Like we're not going to see this again. Now, at least not for a very long time.
No, we may never
Like,
see it again, bro.
I don't think we'll ever see the thing that Roman did that's so incredibly hard is to stretch out one story. First, it's hard to stretch out one story for 6 months. This man stretched out one story for the better part of 4 years.
4 years.
One
When have you
story
seen that?
was stretched out for 4 years.
Like everyone
Insane.
talks about Austin Vince, and Austin and Vince had to take breaks in between.
And
But
also too, the thing that to reason why for me it's going to be the greatest, I always factor in degree of difficulty. This man did this during COVID with no
not,
fans
but
Facts.
in a
not to
Thunderdome.
not to mention that though, he did it during no fans. Then he did it on a full time and a part time schedule. He left for like majority of the time, during like the second half of his run.
You said you factor degree of difficulty. People, so what the IWC is now, people want world title runs to be defended against mid carders and shit like that to prove that they're like that. At one point, when you bring a degree of difficulty, at one point, Roman's main challengers were fucking Xavier Woods, Montez Ford, and Matt Riddle.
Facts.
Like,
And then they ran the Brock over and over.
gang, that is ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
To make it work too. I don't know if you guys saw. Just want to put this out here, but Triple H, they do the press conferences and everything, and he said in the press conference, he said Triple H states the words he said: Roman Reigns is going to go to a whole new story that's going to blow people's minds.
That's why I
In
kept telling
this-
people Roman's
and I-
not done.
Yeah, no,
We're-
he's
we're
not.
in the-
I
we're in
never
the-
believed
we're in the-
because
Even if he
we're-
loses, he's not done.
because we
the
need the
fourth
Roman
inning.
Reigns. Yeah, because we need the Roman Reigns Rock story. But I'm telling y'all right now, the story that Roman is about to have without this title, it's going to
Yeah.
solidify him top 3 all time. It's
Top
going
three?
to. It's going
Top
to.
three is
bro, I'm
wild.
not
Top three is
no,
wild.
Listen to me.
Top 3 is
Listen-
wild.
Top
Let's
three,
stop
that's
down.
tough, man.
No,
That's
I
tough.
just
listen to
threw
me,
one
and
up.
here's
Let me-
why.
Let him cook.
let me
Fine.
take this
Top,
real quick.
listen to me, and here's why. We have, I believe, most people's top 4. I won't say 5, but most people's top 4 is Cena, Rock, Austin, Taker. Those are most people's top 4, right?
Okay.
Most people, not you, Lewis, but most people. For me, Roman Reigns, to me, like you said, Mo, has had the greatest title run. If Roman Reigns can be just as interesting, just as compelling, and moving, maybe not merge, but like moving, like just making you feel the way he has without that title and the stories he tells afterwards, that to me is going to put him over the top. Because honestly, I think we just wait on Roman to do it a little longer. But if he can tell this compelling story that he has to do with The Rock, and then got to tell another one, like he just got to tell uplifted. And the reason why I'm also putting, he literally uplifted Jimmy and Jay as separate entities.
Bro. So,
One
I
made them the
couldn't tell
greatest tag team ever, and then made them separate entities.
bro, this
I
story,
couldn't tell them apart. for
bro,
the
this
longest
story
time.
had Samantha Irvin crying, dude. Like that's
Literally.
how.
Literally.
Like she was fucking up on Cody's like thing because
Yes,
she was
bro.
crying.
Dude, she was
bro,
choked up.
And then let's be real, Sami Zayn, we can't say
Elevated.
he didn't get
The amount of
elevated
people
for
that were
this.
elevated.
The
Crazy.
elevation, and again, because he still got more people to elevate. We still need to have the solo spinoff. We
Facts.
still need to,
Oh.
if Jacob Fatu and the boys show up, we still gotta. We know,
Yeah.
we know they gonna be involved somehow.
I love how you brought up elevation because Nate and I we were talking about this the other night. I think we saw some ascension with Gunther. That was the first time in his career that we heard "Let's go Gunther" chants. He's winning the crowd over, and on top of that, now in my opinion, he's the odds-on favorite for Money in the Bank. There's nobody else.
I dead would not hate it, but hey, but guess what? You speaking on elevation, there's a lot of guys when we look at these qualifiers for Money in the Bank and we look at these qualifiers for tournaments, the quality of mid card guys
Yeah.
is a lot better than what it was even a year ago.
Chat,
Yes.
can we get a
Even a year ago.
chat? Can we get a thank you Gunther in the chat too? Because he's another
And-
one.
Hell yeah.
And so,
Degree of difficulty.
and so
Thank
back
you.
to
Elevated that title.
back to the Roman thing, because personally, I'm always quality over quality over quantity. So I don't care. Like Undertaker, obviously greatest character, and he made it work for damn near 3 decades. But like Austin, Rock, their peaks weren't 10 freaking years, like
Yeah.
Cena's, and all that.
Yeah.
So when I look at the quality of Roman's peak and just projecting on what it's about to be without this title for the next year and a half, 2 years, we gonna start having them conversations on, do we really still want to keep Shawn Michaels over him? Do we really still want to keep Triple H over him? He's gonna be, I said top 3, top 5, because I'm not gonna lie.
There you go.
I
There you go.
can't
Maybe
see
5.
him. I can't
Yeah, I
see
was
him
gonna say.
passing Undertaker, Because Undertaker to me is 2. That's the greatest character.
I mean, he has to pass Undertaker. He has to pass Cena. He has to pass Hogan.
Well,
like,
I don't think he's ever gonna pass Cena. I don't think because Cena was peak for a decade.
The three that to me I don't think he'll ever be able to surpass is Taker, Austin, and Cena. Just for the main fact, even though Austin's peak wasn't long, the popularity, bro.
Yeah, it's
his popularity.
People still get if the glass shattered tonight, he still would have got a 5.
Bro, we got an Austin 316 shirt on right now, bro. This man has an Austin 316 shirt right now.
To me, this is where I am with Roman. I have him somewhere around 20 and 15. This is how like I had him on a scale.
That's low.
There's generational bad that he had, then there's generational good. To me, the scale is even right now. Now it's time for you to start raising that great to overshadow that bad without this
was
title.
Big Dog that bad though to that level?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say this. I was thinking about it. As far as the booking decisions, terrible, awful. But if you take all of Roman's accolades and you put him on someone with good booking, he's top 10 automatically.
Yeah,
Big Dog alone. Big Dog alone.
Yeah.
I
I'm not gonna lie, Nate's cooking with that. If you just big, he was a Grand Slam champion. Like,
but I'll say
WrestleMania.
I'll say this: had he retired in 2020, I literally just had this conversation before we got on here. Had he retired in 2020, would he be even top 20?
Yes.
No. Look, so I had this. conversation. So me and Minnie had this conversation. We argued if Roman was top 10. I was like, he wouldn't be based off his booking. He wouldn't be top 30 in my opinion because he'd be sniffing. He barely sniffed 30 because while he had the accolades, everything was shit. Yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad.
It's one thing to have accolades. It's another thing to do something with it. And most of his
accolades,
stat padding.
Exactly.
And most of his accolades without this before this character happened, he didn't have like good runs. His only good run as world champion was like 2016 when AJ came.
That was
great. I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and I feel like I'm gonna know y'all's answer, but I'm still gonna ask it.
Okay.
Where do y'all have Charlotte all time?
As women's
wrestlers, or
that's easy because bro, it's not a lot.
It's
not a lot of competition.
No, you're right. That's why I felt like you was gonna go there. But my thing is, yes, Roman has had bad. I personally think it's really just the booking because he still put on great matches. Like
he did.
He did putting on great matches, and the character work you could say it was. Obviously we know what it was. He
not there,
but he wasn't. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I put it like okay. Let me ask this: is Jeff Hardy as a single star?
Oh my god!
As a single
Why
star?
Are we doing this again, bro?
No. Is Jeff Hardy as a single star over Roman Reigns? If Roman Reigns
retired? Absolutely no.
Because Jeff Hardy's not top 30. What are we talking about?
I think we have to compare. Like,
so wait, hold on.
Coming from me, Hardy's not top 30.
I called him Spot Monkey.
Let me ask you this. So when Brock Lesnar was going through the reign of Brock in like fucking 2018 when he was holding that Universal Championship hostage, would you consider him that time the greatest Universal Champion of all time?
By default.
No. By default. I was low key by default though. By default, bro. It was bad, bro.
You guys put him above Kevin Owens?
I was still making the argument.
Yeah, I would put Kevin Owens above that.
Okay, I forgot
Number two.
Because the Jericho Owens story was that good.
The only thing with Brock is like I look at Brock from like 2016 to 2019 the same as Roman when he was the big dog. Like he had a lot of good accolades, but the booking that he had wasn't that great. He didn't really have that many great matches. No appealing stories that stood out. He would kind of like to show up, and his aura. I think they were depending too much on the aura of Brock Lesnar to carry stories or make it mean something. Sure. And then he beat people that had auras to be believable enough to beat him. That ruined a lot of people's momentum. Like Strowman, Samoa Joe, those guys never recovered after those losses to Brock. And I mean, like they never were bounced back. And they kept feeding him to Roman Reigns and expecting the fans to engage that Roman is the only guy legitimately believable enough to go toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar when nobody had wanted those decisions to be made. You know what I mean? So booking obviously is always going to be in play when it comes to superstars push. Mm-hmm. I look at it like, for me, the reason I have Roman in my top 10, he's in the higher half of the top 10. He's not like down and further down. But he solidified top 10 to me after this run because everything he's done with this run to me has shown me that he could have always have done this years ago if they had just let him turn heel when they wanted him to turn heel. And for me, he improved in every aspect when it comes to storytelling, character work. He had great matches, and he helped others along the way. Brought with him get more popular and over too, which is really, really hard to do. I feel like his peak as the tribal chief has just eclipsed to me everything that was bad as the big dog, because everything that he did to me was showing like they could have literally had this Roman Reigns in the palm of their hands a while ago if they had just turned him heel. Especially if you watch the documentary, he had spoke about how he didn't want to turn heel, how he didn't want to be a face when the Shield broke up, but that's what he had to do, and how he had been wanting to turn heel, but they didn't want to turn him heel. You know what I mean? So it's like there was only so much he could really do at the end of the day, and he's trying to be a team player. You know what I mean?
think
Like
he had to
you know-
to leave his job in order for him to turn heel.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Wow.
You know where I saw this tribal chief potential? That promo after the Raw after WrestleMania 33, when he's standing in the ring, he's like, "I got them in the palm of my hand." The fact that they didn't do it back then still boggles my mind.
Yeah, Mo.
Braun Strowman flipped an ambulance and got cheered. I'm sorry, like as a Roman fan,
that was so bro.
That whole Braun Strowman, I'm not finished with you yet. Literally all night, all he was doing was being a heel and was getting cheered, bro. I'm with you, bro. I say it all the time, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That after promo, I genuinely believe he turned heel. And then the next week, he was back to being a big face.
I thought it was the finger
and he's cutting a stupid promo with Michael Cole.
He got the finger point.
Yes, sir.
It's still so weird to see. I'm not used to
as the Roman fan, we still smoking that pack though.
Nah, but one thing I will say, bro, like as far as this tribal chief Roman stuff, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. For me, so I literally was talking about it earlier. I made a list. So right now, to me, I think I'm gonna say these names, and then after that, so it'll be Cena, Taker, Austin, Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton, Edge, and I'll let y'all live if y'all want to put Chris Jericho. Me personally, I don't think you can argue anybody else over him after that.
Hogan?
I mean, there's.
He's top 10. I don't count Hogan.
Wait,
you gotta count Hogan.
He literally was the business, bro. He literally was the business, bro.
Hulk Hogan's in there, bro.
Literally the business in AEW, bro. Fuck Hulk Hogan, wholeheartedly. I hope you step on a Lego tomorrow, brother. But he was the business.
Damn, a Lego is crazy, bro.
Old ass. If he can still walk, let me stop.
Nate, Hulk Hogan is Wilt Chamberlain to me. He didn't exist.
That's Bruno.
Yeah, that's what we done.
That's
with
Bruno.
Bruno is that.
That's Bruno.
Okay, fine.
Well, they got footage.
Do not call him Akeem either. I know where you're going. Do not call him Akeem.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I see it.
Cut his mic. Yo, don't mute his mic. Don't let him do it.
Hold up. Before he goes, but they actually have footage of Bruno though. I don't know if they have footage of that 100-point game. You see what I mean? They got footage.
Have y'all actually sat and watched the Bruno match? It's rough, bro. It's pretty rough.
I've watched a few, but it's very like when I watch old school matches, I just have to remember.
Nigga, old school. Nigga, you watching prehistoric matches?
I got it, but even
I'm forced to, and it's rough.
Even when you go back
you
and
have
watch,
to. They make you watch Bruno matches.
Did you see that wrist lock? Gang, I watched Bret. I could watch Bret Hart do it 10 times better.
Why they make? Wait. Why not? Why not? You have NWA. You have Smoky Mountain Wrestling. You have so much. Why are they making you watch Bruno?
WWF, bro.
Gang, bro.
Nigga, bear hugs.
Gotta go back to the original days.
Did you see that wrist lock? I can see Owen do it 30 times better, bro.
Regular season 1, bro.
Bro, Bruno was a dude with a fat nose and chest hair, bro. I'm not worried about it.
Well, season 1, when this nigga Roman Reigns show up.
See, but I think people for the younger audience too. If you go back and watch old matches,
Bruno moving like current lead up.
I think people have to remember, like, you have to kind of put your mind in the time frame of like, this is the time that this match took place. You know what I mean? Because like, I've gone back and watched matches from like the 90s and stuff that people said weren't good, but I'm like, that match that's not a bad match. I think
Daniel,
he
you
had
watch
it.
Ivan Koloff wrestle? My
I
condolences.
mean, I just feel like I just when it comes to like the
Wow.
'90s, I just feel like the quality like it doesn't compare, and I hate when people try to act
No,
like
easy. I mean, it's gotten,
no.
but
The problem is when people try to
are
act like
more
it does, and I'm
people
like,
are more
no,
people are more athletic, and it's evolved into something bigger than it is
Yeah,
nowadays.
Ricky
You know what I mean?
Steamboat
no,
Like,
but no,
was
Malik.
Mania 3, yes.
People,
Ricky Steamboat.
people
Mania
always talk
3 is
about
great,
the
yeah.
'90s
Mania
had
3 is
great
great. I
wrestling,
love Mania 3.
and then only mention HBK and Bret Hart. They don't talk about that mid card.
Well, everyone agrees that era was bad. The mid '90s was terrible. We can all agree.
Easily.
WWF and
Easy.
WCW was
Yeah.
Bro,
terrible.
they were given
Yeah.
peanuts.
awful.
Like
Bro, the
Yeah.
only
Quang
they
moves
tried-
you like
G,
Bro,
you
they
getting
tried
moved
to
by
come-
Kamala?
Quang, Max Moon.
Brooklyn Brawler.
Hey,
Hey,
respect Brooklyn Brawler.
Hey,
bro.
Hey,
the
Eli
hey,
only
Drew,
Kamala-
like,
hey,
that's moving us.
no, you got to go Brooklyn Brawler. Abe Knuckleball
Hey,
Sports.
Bro,
the only
Brooklyn Brawler
Kamala-
funny as hell.
Oh,
Go watch
man.
them.
Kerwin?
clips, bro.
Oh
Just
no,
look
that
at
was
the
that
95
was
Rumble.
Attitude
That's all
Era.
I'm gonna say.
Hey.
95 Rumbles.
Ooh, Duke the
Mantor,
Dumpster.
bro. Mantor,
The
bro.
only
bro.
Kamala
Repo
I
Bastion
Man?
Booger.
Repo Man moves us.
The goon.
bro, the only Kamala I know has to wake up Joe Biden every morning. That's the only Kamala I
Hey,
know.
All right,
yo.
bro. All right, bro. All right, bro. All right, bro.
Hey, yo. Let's
How did we
relax.
get political?
Because you said you said Kamala moving you, and I said no. That's the only one I know is the one I got to wake up Joe Biden. That's all.
Bro said
Wake
Viscera
up
for
is
world champ.
crazy.
Let's go.
That is
Sleepy
wild.
Joe, man, Sleepy Joe.
Viscera.
I think I'm very interested to see though, like
One
the
man
One man gang.
Junkyard Dog.
I'm very interested to see that.
Hakeem the African Dream.
I feel like at this stage, for me, it was more interesting because I want to
Macho
see.
was
I want to
overall.
see what Roman can do without the title. I want to see what Gunther does now. Like what's next for him. You know what I mean? Like I want to see what these people have planned because they had these long runs as champion. It was great, but I mean, obviously nothing can last forever. So it's
This is what I will say when it comes to Gunther. Cody, you finished your story, but keep that belt warm, buddy. Keep
Oh
that
yeah.
shit
Oh yeah.
warm.
You know what? I'm gonna do something, Lewis. I'm gonna do something.
Keep
When's
that shit
Bastion
warm.
Berlin? August
Keep that
31st.
I'm pretty
August
sure.
31st.
What is it?
too.
Or
But they got the draft coming
Okay,
up too.
I'm gonna
They got that draft coming
hold
up
on.
too.
Hold on. I got
They,
some. I got
they
some.
put
Okay.
both of them on Smack. Well, Cody's default gonna be Smack.
He's
Automatically on
default
SmackDown now,
He's
right?
default to it. Yeah,
He's
gotta be.
default SmackDown.
Or are they gonna make him go back and forth till the draft? Like they do
Well,
sometimes?
if so USA, the network itself, but the network is
In
what?
5 days.
Hold on, let me see.
145 days. You can't see that. 145 days.
So the USA network itself wants Cody, and next year SmackDown is moving to USA, so they might just do that
Oh,
just
yeah.
to have it there. And obviously Netflix is moving to Raw.
I think.
Tomorrow we're gonna see TV 14 on Raw.
Yeah, I think.
I don't care about the whole TV 14 thing anymore. As long as, I mean,
You want to know why?
Black
I do
and
care
Gold
about
was
it, though?
PG.
No. You want to know?
That's what
why
I'm
I do
saying.
care? No, I hear you, but you want to know why I do care about it though? Because I don't really know about night one and Speed. I don't know if somebody just forgot to tell you not to curse, but other than the F word, they weren't blurting stuff out like they normally do. Because remember that show where they literally blacked out the screen? Was it Chamber? It was or SmackDown something. They
It was
literally blacked
SmackDown
out
when they
the
did the
screen.
Die Rocky Die.
Yeah, like they blacking out the screen. When the crowd is chanting "Holy shit," they blurring out every S word. That's annoying watching at home. Like maybe obviously you there in the crowd is different, but at home that's annoying.
I just
They did it in the main
I
event.
just
They
don't-
did it in the main event.
I just don't want it to become an AEW thing where they just use it excessively. Like
Oh
tonight,
no, I don't think
tonight,
that,
like
stop
tonight was
blurting
like
it out.
like this weekend was a perfect time to like actually bring out the real emotion to using the cuss words. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's good to bring that every now and then, but I don't want to turn into an AEW thing where they're saying shit.
No,
every
and
sentence.
I'm not saying that either, but I definitely want them to stop blurting out the crowd.
Who
like-
said Gunther don't need a title? Stop
like-
swearing. You crazy as hell. Gunther has been in
I mean, I
WWE
get- I
for
get-
18
I get
Outgrown.
what
months.
he means. I get what he means by he doesn't need a title.
Nah,
By,
he
like,
needs a title.
Gunther, I think Gunther, if he didn't have a, let's just say Gunther for the sake of argument, didn't have a title for the next year. I think Gunther can still do compelling stuff and still feel like a threat without that title. Maybe humanize him a little bit more because he doesn't have to win every feud, but hey, he could still be a dominant presence. I understand that point, but let's be real. There's no way Gunther is going into Mania or ending Mania next year without a title wrapped around his waist. There's no way. I
Gunther
don't
has
see that
been
happening.
in WWE for 1,800 days, and he's been a champion for 1,500 of them.
Yeah, facts.
Let's all be real. He gonna get another title soon.
Not even.
I think I don't
You just
really
need
know
145 days without title. It'll be all right.
I don't know if
You think that's enough?
No, that's how many days we have left. That's how many days we have left.
I think Cody
Bachelor
needs at
Berlin.
least 200 days. Bro.
So you think 146 day run for Cody?
I think Cody holds it to Survivor
I mean, he ain't got no choice. I don't know what to tell you. That's not my choice.
Who does Cody lose to at Survivor Series then?
Honestly, for me, I still think it's gonna be Randy Orton.
Braun break. You think Randy?
Randy's gonna end the reign of the new face of the company.
Cody's gonna have multiple reigns though. This ain't gonna be the only reign he has. He's gonna have.
So you think
I
he gonna
hear
have
you.
reigns in between?
I hear you.
I think Cody. I think Cody.
McIntyre shit where Randy held it for like 2 weeks and then Drew got it back on Raw.
No, I think Cody and Randy possibly is gonna happen at WrestleMania next year. I can see Randy holding it from Survivor Series into WrestleMania because I think Gunther is favored to win the Royal Rumble. I don't know about Money in the Bank. I could see him winning the Royal Rumble because he's been last two since the last 2 years. So or he was in the final four.
So you think Cody
years.
and Randy like main events night 2 or some shit?
I don't know if it'll be the main event.
I think Rock and Roman are main eventing whatever night they're on.
So Randy and Cody, that got to be the main event for night 1 then.
It could be. It could be the main event.
I'll tell you right now, there's no way the Rock and Roman are about to not main event.
No way they're not.
That's like not main eventing with Rock Cena. Like,
Bro, I'm tired of that bald bitch, bro. I'm tired of him.
Here we go.
Hey, he got packed up tonight, though.
Final boss, man. Final boss. Come on now.
Yeah, bro. The GOAT came out and whooped his ass, bro. I'm happy, bro. I was happy.
The 2 goats came out.
Cena ain't do shit, bro.
John Cena really just he really
he took his shirt. Bro, he took his shirt off. He's like, all right, bet. Let's do it. And then bro, shit your ass down.
Bro, that nigga Cena really.
He got rid of Solo. That's what.
Rock is 2-1.
Bro, Cena really.
Bro, Cena. Honestly, what was the point of Seth other than the Shield pop?
Bro, Cena really.
I'll explain it.
Hey, for a minute though, I was like, "Ain't no way the Shield about to come out."
I was like, "They opened up a door, bro."
See, that's the part of me that wishes Mox wasn't in it. Because if he wasn't AEW, man, that would have been so sick, bro.
That would have been perfect.
That'd have been
if he was in like TNA. If he was in TNA,
do you know why these company wars make me mad? Because Dustin Rhodes was in attendance, but they couldn't put him on TV because of the fucking contract, bro.
Yep. I mean, he just challenged Samoa Joe for the world title.
Oh,
why are we?
He gonna get packed up.
Yes, they. Dustin Rhodes. Bro, you know what's so crazy, Nate?
Just because your brother finished the story, don't mean you got to.
The Rhodes about to finish the story.
Bro, that's dead. The promo package they used. Yeah, my dad never won the world title. So Samoa Joe, I'm coming after you. That's the promo they used.
The world. Are you serious? The AEW world title, like Dusty cares about that.
I can't make this up. That is deadly promo.
Bro,
is this on YouTube? I need to see this.
I promise you.
Bro, Dusty would flame the shit out of AEW.
Bro, it's on AEW's page. It's on AEW's page.
Like AEW wasn't even a baby. Bro, when Dusty was around, bro. Are we serious?
Bro, this promo dropped the same day. They were like, oh, we're going to air CM Punk's footage or whatever. Bro, I kid you not, bro. They literally had Dustin Rhodes do a promo. Yeah, my dad, you know, man, hey, to come home with that world title. I always wanted to be a world champion. 36 years later, I still want to be a world champion.
Dustin, you couldn't even be Christian, bro. What are we doing, bro? You couldn't even beat Christian.
I want to say this about.
I don't know why they love Dustin Rhodes. I'm sorry, Mo. Last thing, I don't know why they love Dustin Rhodes so much. They had Swerve Strickland stomp this man through concrete, and then proceeded to have a 15-minute competitive match.
So, like, why are we like? We couldn't find a better filler feud to get us to Swerve than Dustin Rhodes?
I can't read backwards, man.
Ah, man, nigga says nigga ain't finishing shit.
like, bro, like you mean, like, no, that's what just irks me about AEW. So is like, you mean to tell me you couldn't find a better filler feud than Dustin Rhodes on that stacked ass? Like, I don't even think people would have been mad if you threw in Keith Lee. At least you using him. Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes.
That's you, bro. That's you, Dustin. That's you, Dustin. Nigga ain't finishing shit.
All right, let me say this about Seth's involvement in the match, right? So when he first came out and then got Superman punched, it was like, all right, well, why were you here? But then at the end, it's like right before Cody won the match, Roman had the chance to smack him down with that steel chair. He saw Seth standing up with his back turned in the Shield gear, and he still can't psychologically get over
Yep.
The fact that Seth broke up the Shield,
he's
smacked
never
him in the
gotten over
back,
that.
and it cost him everything.
The
Beautiful.
The one time where he was
So
supposed to let the pass go, he couldn't let the pass
He
go.
couldn't let it go,
And this was Seth before that happened. This was Seth. What does he even do?
What does he even do?
What does he even do? Bro, came in with the chair, got Superman punch. I was like, all right.
At this point, they looked at Seth backstage. They said, "Nigga, what you want to do, bro? What's going on?"
Hey,
Seth said, "Fuck it,
I'm taking 2 more bumps, and I'm out of this bitch."
Hey, because if you look at Roman feuds,
deuces.
Seth feud is.
Yo, wait, Nate, why Jay speared Jimmy off the stage like that?
That was better than their entire match. That was better than their whole match, bro.
Honestly, I said the same thing, bro. I said the same thing, bro. That little interaction they had was better than their entire match.
The shit that had me dying was like he backed up, he did a running start, bro, and then he did a whole turn. He went, Hew.
I mean, that's how he comes out to the ring, bro. He literally always got to make a little curve turn before he come out. You know?
He does a little.
Everything about that match has such great storytelling, bro. Like,
yes, bro.
That match was great, bro. Even
when Solo, bro, y'all be seeing how Solo just be yelling at people, like yelling at Roman like that. Like, get your ass.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Roman's like, I know, nigga. Like,
he's so aggressive, bro. Like, relax, man.
Relax, I'm perfect.
So I'll say this, and then I'll transition. So as far as what you were saying, Mo, Roman, if you look at all his previous feuds, that's the only feud he couldn't get the mental edge. That's the only feud he couldn't get the mental.
Never.
Seth,
never.
And he literally said, like, I hate you for.
So wait.
Oh, go for it, Nate. Sorry.
No, you go. I want to get to the chat.
Oh, someone in the chat real quick. They said, I think it was Ray Kwan. He said, as corny as it sounds, Seth was Cody's Shield.
He was.
Yeah,
he was. He took the shot.
Hey, to keep it a buck though, when Cody was celebrating in the ring, I saw LA Knight, and this was probably LA Knight, bro. He was Birdman, bro.
No, yeah. I saw him.
I was like, bro, where the fuck were you in this story, bro? You had like 2 months.
I mean, Randy too, but hey.
There was like here.
Randy
was like here, LA Knight here.
Well, to be fair, Randy's understandable because of legacy. So he brought up Cody.
So wait. So
everybody in the ring though had a history with Roman. Like everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
It was just so weird seeing LA Knight. I said,
wait, I think Undertaker just did. Yeah, Undertaker wasn't. He didn't come back.
He never came back.
He did. No. He did.
He went back to Death Valley.
The goat got shit to do, bro.
But he has he has history with Cody's dad though. You know what I mean? So it's like
So wait. So I know we talked about Seth taking time off. Y'all think Roman's the one that takes Seth out?
I don't know, man.
I think
is Roman gonna be on Raw?
No, there's no way.
No, I could see him being on Raw. Like
I can see. I think they're gonna do one more thing with Roman. He's gonna leave.
I think Roman.
I think they're gonna do it on SmackDown.
I think Roman needs to
no, because Cody's gonna be on Raw.
I think Roman needs to like wreak havoc backstage and get suspended.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
see, the thing is, I don't think that. So here's my thing, because I think
dead Usos is crazy, bro.
So one thing, I think Solo. I think this is what they might do. I think Solo's gonna look at Roman and be like, "You lost. I gave you a spear spike combo, and you still lost."
No.
Didn't I say they were gonna reenact?
Are you really
that?
my tribal chief anymore?
Oh,
that's what I think Solo might be
basically,
on. Like,
shout out to my homie Cam. He said something in our group chat that his idea was that Rock kicks Roman out of the bloodline, and that's how Roman goes away on Raw after he loses to Cody.
Final boss.
AG, you know
Final
what you said? AG, say what you said about Solo. You said, "Are you my what?"
He's gonna be like, "Oh, are you still my tribal chief?"
But this gonna be Roman when he asked the question, bro. That's what he going.
Like,
I would like to see.
Like, nigga, I lose one time.
The him and Seth stuff, I would definitely be okay if Roman took out Seth, like, because that history would go in there. I think he has to have some type of interaction, because even though he's been talking about nobody can take it from him, he's been saying, like, when he's out of character in multiple promos, like, I want somebody to step up and take this from me. You know what I mean? Like, somebody step up and be that guy. So I think he has to come out and do something to it to give Cody that edge. You know what I mean? Like, shake his hand or something like.
So he turns face?
not necessarily turn face, but I mean, the tribal chief has always been able to show respect. You know what I'm saying? Like he shows respect when respect is earned. You know what I mean? So Cody didn't have his respect because he didn't believe Cody could get it done.
So
But
you
Cody,
think Roman
Cody
could-
literally overcame everything. So
you guys think Roman could potentially go on a story where it's like, well, if I can't run the bloodline, ain't nobody gonna run the motherfucking bloodline. I'm gonna take that bitch out.
hey, that'd be kind of crazy if he took out.
I would love it. I would love it. Destroy what I
what he
created.
created. Yeah, that'd be sick. Honestly,
Like
if
tell him,
You
like,
see what
like,
they do
like,
with-
like, if I can't run this shit, ain't nobody gonna run this shit.
That's
see what they do with Paul
That's what the
Heyman.
homie Cam
Yeah.
said. He was like, "Yep,
Yeah.
I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna kill what I started."
Ooh, that'd be sick. Honestly, if they did something like that, like if The Rock came in and, because I could see Rock because The Rock has said he did say that they asked him if he's gonna have more matches, and he obviously ain't gonna answer that. He just gotta say you gotta wait and see. So I could see them doing something with Cody, but Roman not wanting The Rock to take that place. You know what I mean? Like
I think at most he wrestles two more times this year.
Yeah,
I
SummerSlam.
do see him
this
at
year.
SummerSlam.
This year.
I do see him at SummerSlam.
they also want him. You
What,
know,
to do
the-
Cody
the-
match at
the-
SummerSlam?
they
Yeah.
well because I don't know because they already he did say that he's starting to film a movie like next week, so he's gonna be
Whoa.
on for a
Well,
minute.
hear
How many
me out.
movies do you need?
Hey, hear me out though.
All of them.
Hear me
$7.
out.
But they also do. I could see him maybe doing 2 shows because they do want him at one of the Saudi shows too.
Hey,
So
hear me out. Hear me out.
when that money come in,
not Roman.
He looked really
The
good
Rock-
night one though.
Hey, listen though. The Rock pinned Cody Rhodes night 1.
There you go. It's right
We
there.
could get a Rock Cody match at SummerSlam, but
Saudi
the Roman cost the Rock. Roman cost the
Exactly.
Rock. Because how dare you go after the title line? I'm the tribal chief. You acknowledged me. How dare you? You're not the final boss. You're the final boss because I allowed you to be that. And that's how you kickstart your Roman feud. I love it.
I would be down for
Triple
that.
H is clearly
They-
listening to me. Triple H is clearly watching my videos.
It
He's
happens,
watching this
hey.
podcast.
He not watching.
We'll run this back. We'll run the
Then-
tape.
Hey, so Malik, if he's not listening, why did he do the Damian Priest cash and word for word, bar for bar, the exact way I told him to? Why is this whole story being told the exact
What you
same way?
mean, bro? That was
I love
priority in
how
the
they did
plan.
that.
What you mean?
No,
Yeah.
no, because when I told y'all when that clip happened, that was literally right after the episode where Cody was like, "Here, Rock, you can have my spot." So no,
Yeah,
it hadn't happened yet.
It was Damian Priest wasn't even a part of that. He could have cashed in. It's still at WrestleMania for all we know. What I'm saying
All I know is I was right. Triple H listens to me. Hire me,
I was
please.
right.
Hire me, please.
Triple H doesn't know you exist, bro. Let's be honest. He doesn't know
I'm
you
not
exist.
gonna
That's
lie. He clearly does because he's been.
No,
taking
Triple
my
H be
money.
watching because I said on one of my videos once.
But,
I
I
want
mean,
Bronson
you need to hit
Reed
him up in the
versus
DMs.
Gunther.
Hit him up in the DMs.
I said I wanted Bronson Reed
Sure.
versus Gunther. The next week I got it. So hey, he watching. He watching everybody.
Oh wait, Nate, how do you feel about Damian Priest winning the world title?
Oh, I'm fine. Look, okay, so I made jokes when he did it. You know how we said it on the podcast. We was like, "Hey, this is basically here, nigga, damn, like title." So when he won it, he go 1, 2. I was like, "Gang, here, nigga, damn!" Like, but I was happy. I'm, he worked hard for it. Like he put Bad Bunny. He gave Bad Bunny probably the best celebrity match we've ever seen. And I mean, he deserved it. He's been putting in the work the past couple months. The past year, he's been putting in work. And he finally cashed in. I don't know what he was doing last time. I made the joke. I was like, I don't know if he had to prove. Someone said he had to prove that he's not a robot. I don't know if he got to pay his taxes. He had to fill up his gas tank or something. All the time Seth was hurt. He never cashed in, but he finally did. So
Hey, he just wanted it on the biggest stage.
Yo,
That's all he was doing.
Even Drew in defeat is fucking hilarious. Like the bored at work LOL tweet that he did.
he quote tweeted.
He just quote tweeted fuck. He said fuck.
Yeah, I think this Raw after Mania is about to be.
Bro.
Hey,
Drew?
Lewis. What you think Drew about to bring out Angela again?
He's
Oh
going to.
yeah, he
kill
has
Punk.
to now. Yeah, I
Look
think
at that motherfucker backstage.
No,
Said.
I don't care if Raw after Mania like immediately.
That's how it's gonna start off.
Yeah, it has to start off with him going motherfucking.
Production truck like the glitches on the screen. Like, oh, we saw our Damian Priest was cutting shit backstage.
Can you? I can't wait for that promo off where Punk is like, "I prayed for this." Oh, yeah, Punk gonna die. I'm
Oh,
scared.
Oh yeah,
my
He
God.
gonna cut his arm off. He gonna cut his arm off.
Yeah.
Hey, CM Punk.
Honestly,
already, you know how Drew
honestly,
was doing the
honestly,
RIP CM Punk main event. CM Punk literally did the
He
same
did.
thing with the
Bro,
faces.
I told y'all this, bro. We're not watching Drew McIntyre. We're watching Andrew McLean Galloway literally lose his fucking mind because he can't
Gentleman is
get his
crazy.
moment.
Yeah, bro. Hopefully he finally turns
We're
into the
watching
Scottish
the
psychopath.
person lose his mind and we're laughing at him.
They've been
Gentleman
calling
is
him
crazy.
the Scottish psychopath since he came up, and he's never felt like a psychopath. But right now, he's about to feel like one.
Bro,
No,
he's
because they
going
changed it to
way-
Warrior for the longest, and now he's a
When he
psychopath.
turned
talking-
babyface,
he
when he
was-
turned
he,
babyface, yeah.
Bro, he might
Yeah.
honestly turn into Glock McIntyre.
I need CM Punk to share that meme. Not a meme. I don't know why I said meme. That clip of Cat Williams. I don't remember. I think it was in the
Motherfucker,
Oh,
he
shouldn't have
really
been talking
did.
shit.
to him talking shit. Yeah, the Cat Williams, the Cat Pimp Chronicles should have been talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he shouldn't have been talking shit.
Because CM Punk was on it. I'll say he was like, oh yeah, this is great. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, hey, he was like, bro, this is how I know. Like, you just had your biggest moment, and all you're doing is thinking about me. And then Drew McIntyre was saying something, which I'm not gonna lie, on TV we couldn't hear. Then he's like, yeah, bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know a single word you're saying right now because I could barely.
Right, he's like, I got headphones in, like I don't know what you're saying.
yeah. Somebody said Perk McIntyre. Perk McIntyre is wild. Man.
That's wild.
Bro.
Hey, so let me ask y'all a
Hey,
question.
I'm telling you, it's going to start off, and we're just gonna see a motherfucker go.
Everybody's ducking.
Like with the Seth Rollins title spin, just with a sword.
Hey, so
Drew,
let
what's
me-
going on? I want Damian Priest tonight. He's not even here. Oh my god, he's gonna lose it.
Hey, so let me ask y'all a question. Because I don't want to be negative, but I feel like it needs to be asked. Sami Zayn won. What do we do with Chad Gable?
Heel
Heel turn.
Gable.
Perk
Listen,
Gable.
listen, G,
But we
listen,
just
G, let me
said
cook.
that
G,
we
let me
didn't
cook.
want
G,
that, though.
G, let me cook.
That's the only option at this point.
G,
Bro.
let me cook. Let me cook.
Plus,
So the past 3 weeks, Chad Gable has trained Sami Zayn to go up against Gunther, right? You turn Chad Gable heel, and you do the story where Chad Gable has seen Sami Zayn up close and personal to the point where he knows Sami Zayn's weaknesses physically, mentally, and can use that against him. You use that will start off Chad Gable's heel run as IC champion.
So how long is Sammy? Because you said
I think
a couple
what
weeks ago that you didn't want to see that. So how long is Sammy holding this title for?
Well, I think that's the SummerSlam match to me. That's the SummerSlam match. I don't want them. I don't want the match to happen right away.
I
Because
think what
Gable
they
also did say if you win, like you do
You
owe
owe
me
me
one.
one. I think what they should
Yep.
do is they should continue to tell, like, I guess not the downfall of Chad Gable, but like he gets the shot at Sammy, and then maybe he doesn't have to get beat by Sammy, but something happens where like he doesn't get the title. You know what I mean? And then that can cause Gable to, like, because he's come this close every time. You know what I mean? He's come that close, but he wasn't able to finish his own story, quote unquote, to get that moment. You know what I mean? So I think Gable, I mean, he's definitely in the picture for sure. He helped motivate Sami Zayn to this entire thing. So it was kind of like they were telling the Rocky story, which they pretty much were telling.
So then here is my only follow up. Does he ever get his back? Does he ever get his get back on Gunther? Because that was like, I feel like him beating Sami Zayn for the title is not gonna hit the same as if he would have beat Gunther. Because Gunther was the one who made his daughter cry, not Sammy.
So I feel like that's one L we have to take, but you can pivot with heel Gable, and when you pivot with heel Gable, you can make him obsessed with the IC title. Like, I just want the title. I don't even care how I get it at this point.
So you're saying basically
Desperation.
we have to pivot from it just means more because it's Gunther to wow, Sammy did something I couldn't. Nah, just
Yeah,
I mean,
you could show him with his kid, Sammy with hugging his wife with the title.
I don't think
Like,
think
that
Gable,
should have been me.
I don't think Gable and Gunther's
Dolph
history,
Ziggler.
I don't think Gable and Gunther's history is over with. I could see Gunther maybe like.
But if we're turning him heel,
No, I'm saying in the beginning though, 'cause
Oh.
I think that's still gonna happen because if Gunther were to blame Chad Gable for Sami Zayn's success, whatever, because he's the one who helped him, through this entire run, I could see them doing something with that. You know what I mean? So I don't think he needs to. They got a long time to build this up. Like
But
you said, that could be the SummerSlam match right there.
With Chad Gable, you can also build a story like like I helped you, like you got my spot, like you never really pinned me in the gauntlet match because my shoulders were never down. So there's different ways you can pivot, but I think the best way to go with Gable is desperate Gable. Like I want to be champion, and I'm gonna be champion one way or another. I'm tired of being nice. And Nate brought up a good thing. Like it's gonna start off with him smoking Alpha Academy one by one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, being the nice guy can only get you so far. Not everybody can be Cody. You know what I mean?
So that's
I mean,
what Roman Reigns' brother told him. So
for Chad Gable,
yeah.
I feel like if he's going to achieve that, he's gonna have to flip that switch. He's gonna have to bring out aggression. You know how they could turn him heel? They could do it mid match. Like Chad Gable could. Like he had Sami Zayn beat. He thought he had him beat, but he couldn't get it done that time, and he got beat. So maybe something happens where he can't keep Sami down, and he hits him with the low blow, or takes the title and hits him with the title, or something like that.
You know what's the perfect way to turn him heel? Have him do like a segment backstage with Tozawa and tell Tozawa, Tozawa, I want to see how far you are in your training. Let's have a match tonight. Friendly little match tonight. And then they put on a little banger or whatever because we know Tozawa can go. Put on a little banger. Gable has him in the ankle lock. Tozawa taps, but Gable's not letting go, so he's like he's wrenching that thing, like the ref trying to put him off, and Gable's like nah, and he's still wrenching that thing, and technically kayfabe wise he snaps Tozawa's ankle. That's the perfect way how you can
I'd
start.
Be cool with that. I'd be cool with that too.
Then you start a feud with Otis, and I could see that feud starting. He's tell Maxine you suck. And then Otis
there's many ways they could do that, you know what I mean? So overall, to some other stuff that we'll dive into. Gotta give flowers to my girl Bailey, because a lot of people didn't think that was gonna be a good match at all.
Oh man, they cooked.
And that match was better than Becky.
That's the time I'm happy to admit that I was wrong.
Bro, change that fucking finisher, please, yo.
I hate
the finisher.
Y'all literally said the opposite. Y'all said Becky and Rhea was going to be one of the best matches of the weekend, and then Bailey and Io was going to be a disappointment.
Rhea and Becky.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, in the same clip, I said in the same clip, I said I hope this turns into a Rhea Charlotte where the build is atrocious, but the match is amazing. I did say that, but I wasn't putting my money on it. Shout out to them. I'm not gonna lie. There was a point where I thought Bailey was like legit hurt. So credit to her for the selling, because I thought she was legit hurt.
So good, bro. She's so good, bro.
Yeah, I thought she was legit hurt with that knee. But then I saw her do a frog splash. I was like, yeah, you're good, bro. Because
she's so legit hurt. And then Io, the way the storytelling they had was really good in the match. I hate her finisher so much, but when Io did that counter, that was pretty sick.
That was so cool. That was sick.
I thought she got spiked on her head, and nope.
Yeah, that counter was really cool. I liked what they did for the match. The match was really good. LA Knight and AJ Styles was really good too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the new theme before we really dive in there, I just want to say real quick, Triple H, I'm glad we're in a new era. Why wasn't Io this interesting her entire title reign? Her last title defense was me again. Because if we would have been getting this Io the entire time, I feel like this match would have been bigger. But like, come on, bro. Like, you waited till she loses to finally make her interesting.
Maybe he still, wasn't able to, because you notice people they started acknowledging the Triple H era like this week. Like, this is the week that people have been saying it. So I think it's like,
well, on TV, yeah, I feel you.
I think what they were telling us was like, all the bullshit that y'all was worried about is gone. You ain't got to worry about that no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I think that's
Stephanie
what they were
coming
us.
back out on live TV, which I was not expecting. That to me was like,
really, really good. Yeah.
Oh, the intro to the show.
Meek Mill, that shit was fire.
No, not the Meek Mill. The then, now, forever to
feels like Marvel.
The new intro.
Feels like Marvel. Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Like Marvel. Wow.
Yeah. So good.
I was like,
I think what this showed though, a lot of people were able to show what they could still really do. Like AJ Styles still got it, bro. He still can go, bro. He could still carry a match like he did with LA Knight. Like LA Knight played his part too, but he was like still able to go out there and play his part and look really, really good. Everybody contributed. The triple threat was great as well with Randy Logan and Kevin Owens. That was great. Bailey and Io was great. Like everybody really was able to, even The Rock, bro. Everybody, when he had that little segment with Jinder Mahal, everybody was saying he gas, he's too old. the match won't be good. He can't wrestle. He looked great. You know what I'm saying in that tag team match. And that match was almost an hour. It's like 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Like even though we expected he wasn't gonna take majority of the movie, he took a bump through the announce table. He took a spear. They fought in the crowd.
The spear.
Yeah, they fought in the crowd.
He was stuck in the same animation.
Like The Rock did really, really good. You know what I mean? So like he still got it too. I think it's all about, like I said, we don't see the training and stuff that people go through behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So we only to see obviously what we see on TV. You know what I'm saying? Because we're just the casual fans. But I think everybody looked really, really good, man. Everybody looked really good as far as what they could do.
So Prince Liger keeps spamming that I need to apologize to AJ Styles. He beat the washed allegations. My bad. Okay, my apologies. I love AJ.
Yeah,
but anyway,
hold on. You owe AJ an apology? You called him washed? Said he was washed?
Wait, when did you?
I said that. I think my first or second episode on here, I called him washed.
Oh, yeah,
maybe that was a stretch.
The fans don't forget, bro.
Apparently not.
You gonna have to look at the camera and apologize to Alan Jones, bro.
So are we gonna?
Alan Jones is wild.
Big Alan, my bad.
Alan Neil Jones.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Alan Neil Jones, my bad, bro.
All right, get it out your mouth, bro.
Alan Neil
apologize.
Nah, Lewis, bro. Alan Neil Jones. I'm not calling this nigga his full name, bro. It's not A-N-J Styles, bro.
I didn't even know his middle name was Neil, but I mean.
Yeah, that's different. That's different.
Yeah, that's different.
Bro, when Jimmy and Jay,
man, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear Malik. You said John Anthony Felix Sr. Jr. When you
everybody knows that
John
one,
Cena, bro.
That's
but it was a trivia. It was a trivia question. This man said his full government name. I was like, all right,
bro.
You don't know that?
Christian's name is Will Jason Rizzo.
That's God, bro. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, say his middle name, bro. Middle name and the junior.
Jonathan Felix Anthony Sr. Jr., bro. Come on, bro.
Bro, we came up on Wikipedia. We got to know this stuff.
Come on, bro. Everybody know everything about their favorites. At least they should. You know what I'm saying? I study all my favorites. You know what I'm saying? I watch all their stuff. So, I mean, they could have, you know what I mean? The one thing I was actually mentioning this about, I was talking to somebody about this, but it's only like wrestling fans can't relate to this. But do y'all ever will y'all ever just watch something that wrestlers are in, even if it's bad? Like it could be like a cameo on a TV show, or like it could be like, like it could be like, somebody in this movie, I'm like, oh, I got to see what this is. You know what I'm saying?
Fred?
I watched a compilation of LA Knight doing fucking commercials before he came to WWE.
Yeah. Like it's only as wrestling fans, we have to do it. I feel like it's just like a must. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never was a fan of Fred on YouTube, but when the Fred movies came out, I saw John Cena was in it.
I gotta see it.
I had to see it. Yeah,
I had to see it, bro.
I gotta see it. I like to. Even like with the little cameos, like if you were watching like a Disney show or something, and it was like a commercial and like, oh, John Cena or somebody's in it. I'm like, oh well, you're gonna miss that shit. I'm definitely gonna miss that shit. You feel me? So
Kofi Kingston on Kicking It.
Wait, what?
I haven't seen that.
He was on Kicking It. He was like he was fighting for the other dojo. He was a bad guy essentially.
Oh really? I don't think I've seen that.
Heel on a Disney show is crazy.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie. I fell out with the once like Hannah Montana was over. I don't really know much.
Yeah, I was done with Disney XD.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's some cool Zeke and Luther, bro. Was kind of valid, bro.
Oh yeah. I remember Zeke.
Bro, this nigga Cody is really champion, bro.
Malik, what was John Cena's dog's
He's not gonna
name?
hit me until tomorrow.
What was his dog's name? I don't know the dog's name.
Hey, speaking of,
he's really, bro. Dude, like, let that sink. Like, Cody is now world champion, bro.
Titan.
Rufus is crazy.
Titan. I just came up with something random.
I'm thinking of casual dog.
Malik, you saw this picture yet?
Yes, sir, bro. I retweeted that, bro.
Hey, so real quick, speaking of Kofi, what are the odds Big E shows up tomorrow?
Not highly.
Bro, I've let it go. Until it happens, it happens. Right now, I'm just like,
hey, Triple H really.
I don't think it's out of the ordinary. I mean, he looks in really good shape. It's really, I don't know what he's done in the ring.
Well, because here's my thing.
The bones haven't formally healed yet.
Well, here's my thing. Because obviously, health is first and foremost. I don't think anybody reported the Undertaker being there. The fact that they were able to keep that under wraps, because Sean Ross said.
Well, we knew he was there, but we didn't know he was going to show up.
Well, of course we knew he was there.
But we didn't know he was going to show up in the match. Yeah, we knew.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
and I'm not going to lie.
Because Big E be at the show. Because Big E be at the shows, but like.
When he hit that gong, I thought like Deadman Taker was coming out. I'm like,
Yeah, when he
there's
came out in Street
no
Clothes,
way.
I was like,
But okay, because I remember him saying in the interview that he would never play that character again because he broke the kayfabe. So like he said he would never go back to it. But when that gong hit, I was like, is this nigga about to come out as Deadman, bro? And then it was like, it was Undertaker, but in the street clothes. But I was like, okay.
I was waiting for the.
It was Mark Calloway.
I was waiting for like at least a rolling theme, but no, he just did his little.
Man, that run was too long for that boy. He's
nah,
fuck
he
that.
got them bad.
He got
gas money. He gas money, bro. You know
nah, he definitely ain't walking down a red. Them hips,
Gas
bro.
money.
Them hip shots, bro.
So now he looked at the he looked at the price and said, "Nah, I'm good.
I think Undertaker was great because it was.
I wonder where they hit him though, because do you think he was under the ring the entire time?
Apparently he was under the ring.
Damn, man! Shout out to
him and Solo.
Well,
I just seen a clip on Twitter.
I was about to say there was a clip going around that like they saw somebody's like
somebody under the ring.
Okay.
Yeah, and
see, that's one thing too about me. I don't, bro. Stand like being under the ring an entire match to know your cue. I don't know how people.
Well, they got monitors.
Yeah, but I'm talking about just having to sit under the ring until your cue. Like you could be.
That would give me
20
anxiety,
minutes, bro.
though.
Yeah, you could be under for 20 minutes, bro. Like,
bro, like imagine if you under the ring for like Braun Strowman and Big Show.
Like that impact. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I'm under the ring, I'm taking some snacks. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm taking some.
I'm not gonna lie. They do
taking a snack in a bottle.
They do have snacks.
You taking some snacks?
I'm bro. Something, bro.
Snack, a bottle, my phone, bro. This me the whole time.
Bro, I'm dead on my phone.
I'm gonna end up like, cause you know,
I'll be like, I'm in the ring, gang.
Hornswoggle.
I probably would have spoiled the whole shit. Like, gang, I'm under the ring.
Hornswoggle told a story one time that he had fell asleep under the ring, bro.
He missed his cue. Was it Undertaker?
Yeah, Undertaker. He was supposed to do a spot with Taker or something like that, and he fell asleep because he was under there so long and he missed his cue, and they had to like bring him out and everything. And they said everybody was pissed at him, but he's like, bro,
wait, who fell asleep?
Hornswoggle.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I mean, do you blame him? It's dark as fuck down there.
That's where he lived, bro. He was. You know how many times
I was gonna say, wasn't he general manager for like a year?
Oh my gosh!
All right, relax.
All
right,
please.
All right, man.
I don't know what was worse, him being the illegitimate child or the unanimous GM, bro.
Both.
I'm not gonna lie, the unanimous GM was crazy, bro. Like.
Bro,
let me ask y'all, who did y'all think the anonymous GM was gonna be?
Santino.
I didn't care.
I didn't know.
Honestly, I didn't know. After they dropped it, I was like, what?
I didn't know.
Probably
honestly.
10.
But I didn't hate it. I didn't hate the unanimous GM stuff. They just said they could have their church size Hornswoggle. Come on, you couldn't have somebody.
I wish it would have paid off.
When did they reveal who it was?
On the road to 1,000 episodes of Raw. Somebody went under the ring.
Was it 1,000th episode of Raw?
It was. I think it was before the 1,000th episode of Raw. I remember the night. I think the week before they had. Oh, that's wild.
That was so funny, bro.
No,
everybody in the chat, drop in the chat, bro. If y'all know when that ended, let us know in the chat, bro.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Little People's Court.
I did like the anonymous GM stuff though, like when Edge beat up the computer and shit. Like that shit was fun.
Yeah, that was cool. And like they were dropping little hints. They were like, "That's the bottom line" because the GM said so. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah. Like they were making it like the GM, like he was becoming so annoying to the fan because he would just like. He just popped out of nowhere, bro. The only time it really pissed me off is when they had Michael Cole beat Jerry Lawler or something. They switched that shit up. That shit really.
Are we allowed to troll? Is it too early for me to troll a fan?
Oh my god!
I just
don't say it, bro. Don't say it.
No. I'm just saying, like Drew fans by default, he's the worst heavyweight champion of all time.
That's wild.
All time? No. I don't know. All time.
Mickey Mouse.
I'm talking about just for the belt. I'm talking about just for that specific belt.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
By default, I honestly, he's the worst champion we've ever had.
Honestly, Lewis, I thought you were going to say the anonymous GM was more entertaining than Bret Hart. I was going to be like, all right, get the hell.
Honestly, I don't remember.
No, G, shut up. Stop. We gotta stop this.
Hey, I didn't.
Hey, listen, I don't. Honestly, I don't.
Gold medalist instigator, bro.
If I'm being honest, I'm like very neutral, bro. Like I don't hate him, but I don't love him either. He's like,
hey, look,
he's cool.
Let's keep it a buck.
Hold on. But somebody said.
But no, sometimes you bring that on himself.
Somebody said there's only been 3 champions. Yeah, and Drew's the worst one. He has the shortest run.
That's the troll, Goofy.
So Mo, you mean to tell me?
It's the shortest run.
You mean to tell me when you heard Michael Cole say, "I have just received an email from the anonymous general manager"?
coal mine.
Come back.
The coal mine.
Wait, Mo, come back.
Christian had the world title
Mo,
longer
Mo,
than
Mo,
Drew.
come back.
No quiero escuchar.
Oh,
no,
relax.
Yeah, he did.
He
Hey, but Mo, not only
No.
that.
No.
You mean to tell me?
No.
Mo, you mean to tell me? And
Cabrón,
I
no.
quote, was it more entertaining than Bret Hart?
Bro. Bring back bullying. I don't
I
have
was.
my
I will say. Listen. I will
Bring
say,
back bullying.
G.
Cut his mic.
I will say. I will say. I will say this. I'm gonna say this.
And I quote,
G.
hey, that was a better pro. Michael Cole was cutting better promos than Bret Hart.
G.
You need a fufu stick to your knuckles.
Is Bret Hart Kareem?
Bro, stop. Why are you doing this?
Well, in that case, he overhyping Bret Hart at that point because he ain't.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? Because you don't think Bret Hart top 10, so that means Kareem not top 10.
Kareem.
Go, man.
G is
That's
Bret
me.
Hart Kareem?
Go Metas instigator.
Bret Hart isn't Kareem. He's more like, I might need to take it to football, to be honest, because I don't want to call him Wilt, because Bret Hart did exist, and he's good in the ring, so I don't want to call him Wilt.
This is getting ridiculous.
He's Jerry West. Bret Hart is Jerry West.
That's worse than Wilt. What are we doing here?
Wilt didn't exist. He doesn't count.
This is ridiculous.
You
This is
find
my-
out game footage of that 100-point game? You got
Who
it.
said Bret was Larry
This-
Bird?
this-
That's
this-
fucked up.
This is what I'm gonna say. I feel like Bret Hart.
KD.
Bret
KD
Hart is.
belongs
this-
to
Bret
the
Hart
top
actually has
100.
championships.
Exactly. Cook. Bret.
I mean,
Cook.
KD has,
KD has no. He has no rings.
There's
Zero.
proof of. There's proof of
Zero.
it. There's proof of it.
Yes, Cupid.
Hey, Mace might be spitting.
diamond
Bret
tester
Hart is
goes
Joe
off,
Namath. Hey, they said Bret Hart is Joe Namath. He might be spitting with that one. Broadway Joe Namath. I like that comparison.
I just feel like Bret Hart for me is
Very
like
British.
this is how I feel about Bret Hart. Like I don't love him, but I don't hate him either. But Mo said that he gets overhated, but I think a lot of that is because he brings it sometimes on himself. I think he's stuck in the past so much with a lot of the things that's
He
like.
won't let it go.
I get that they did him dirty in a lot of situations. Like
So if
Like
I
we
said
get-
he
like we
should've
get-
ducked, I'm the bad guy. All right, cool.
like we get
Shut up.
we get Goldberg and it's your career and everything, but it's like it ain't like this man
Let it
hasn't
go.
hadn't apologized and admitted that he was wrong. But it's like, what more do you want from him, bro? He can't change what he did, bro. Like,
agree.
damn, but like, I get the
agree.
Montreal
Yeah.
Screwjob was bad, but it's like, I get they did you dirty, bro. But it's like, bro, you gotta.
But like,
It got to a
Yeah, I
point
see
where,
what
where
you're saying.
Goldberg
I see what you're saying.
was even like, bro, I said sorry, bro. If you ain't get over it,
He said,
like, fuck.
Goldberg's like, I've apologized so many times. It's like, why?
Yeah,
but
but
I'm
it's like
sorry.
all he can do is
He
apologize.
didn't mean
That's-
to. He didn't mean
Yeah,
to.
like what you want? You want this nigga to feed you? You want this nigga to baby you the rest of your life? Like,
Hey,
Like,
but
kiss you the bag,
Brett
tuck
do
you
a lot.
in.
Yeah,
Like
Hey,
I'm
but
with y'all
let's
there.
keep it-
I get Brett.
he
went through a lot,
he
bro.
want Goldberg to build the first time machine and go back in time. That's what he wants.
Hey, but
Right.
let's keep it up. Even if Goldberg doesn't end his career, we not
It
gonna
wasn't
act
gonna
like
be that much
WCW
longer.
wasn't about to close its doors. They was on the way. They was on
No,
the
for
way.
sure.
Brett would
But
have had a run of impact.
It's more of the fact, if you know the story, it's more of the fact that
Relax.
Goldberg, obviously Goldberg was very.
not
Hey, hey.
It's more of the stories. Like if you know, obviously we know Goldberg was very inexperienced. You know what I'm saying? So like he didn't really have.
Ass.
It's a reason if you go back and look at the streak when the streak had ended because I'm sure I don't know if G hasn't watched it, but when the streak had ended. Goldberg really got exposed because he didn't know they really didn't teach him much to do what he could do in the ring. That's why his matches were so short and limited, and he worked with people who were able to do great stuff. But when the streak ended, that war was over with, and Goldberg had to work legit matches, and he still really didn't know how to do much. So when he worked with Bret Hart, he had said in multiple interviews, and Goldberg confirmed it. He's like, bro, we can go out there, we can take care of you. All I'm asking you is don't hurt me, bro. So I'm asking, just don't hurt me. We played safe and everything. And then he did the one thing he asked him not to do. So it's like to him, it kind of felt purposeful to him, but it's like this man apologized so many times in public and everything.
It's like, let it go.
There's only so many things he could do. And then with the Montreal Screwjob, I will say that they did do this nigga dirty though. I can't lie, bro. They did.
Oh, yeah.
Hella
because-
dirty.
The
That
fact
shit was
that
so wrong.
if the story
Did they,
breakdown is.
though?
Yeah, bro.
No,
listen,
G, yes.
Listen. I'm
you
gonna
make
tell
a
you the
deal with your employee that's been loyal to you for so long, and then you're just like stab you in the back.
I'm
No,
gonna tell you the full story. I'm gonna tell
I
you the full
get this
story.
mentality, but
Thi-
come on.
This is why they did him dirty. It's not even the contract stuff. It's the fact that
No,
when they told him the plan, what they wanted to do with Shawn Michaels, Bret had said, and Shawn Michaels had confirmed it. I would say so. It's already been confirmed. Bret had said that he has no, even though him and Shawn had legit beef at the time, he has no problem doing business. And he told Shawn to his face, I have no problem putting you over if this is what the company wants to do. And Shawn Michaels looked him in the face and said, I appreciate that, but I would never do the same for you, and then walked away. So instantly, Bret was like, oh, fuck you then, bro. Like, damn, nigga, like, I'm trying to do the right thing, and then you just gonna insult me that way? So then he told Vince he didn't want to do the favors to Shawn because Shawn literally said that he would never put him over. So he said literally, we could do any other thing you want to do. I'll put anybody else over. I can put the Undertaker over. I'll do whatever you want to do. But because Shawn Michaels said that, I'm not going to take that disrespect, which he has the right to say that because after he said that he was going to do the right thing, and we all know Shawn Michaels was an asshole back then too. So Shawn was like, yeah, nah, we're not going to.
Beef.
So let me ask y'all a question. Right? I'm assuming y'all have all had jobs. You might not like somebody at your job, but if your boss tell you to do something with that person you don't like, you still gonna do it, or else what? You get fired, right?
Yes, of course.
So I don't care that he got his feelings hurt.
But here's the thing. No, here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. All right. So let's put it in positions. You have a high position within the company. You're valuable to the company. The company does not run if you don't come in and work. That was Bret. And the fact that someone else, who I will say is in high regard in the company, they're higher up, but the fact that someone said, I'm not doing the same for you, I feel like he has leeway to go to Vince, his boss, and like, hey, Bret was willing to compromise. I'll put over Undertaker. I'll put over whoever you want, just not the man who I said I will put over, I will work with, and deadass told me to my face, no. Bret has every right. He had every right for that shit to still happen to be upset.
Okay, so here is my thing about it. Because like, from a personal standpoint, like person to person, I understand why he was upset by that. I understand why he got in his feelings. Like, bluntly stated, a guy he already doesn't like. He tried to be the bigger man, and the other person did not want to be the bigger man. So I understand Bret Hart probably felt dumb for wanting to be nice in that moment, trying to show some compassion for your basically your arch enemy. I get that. Here is where my pushback comes. Because Nate, you're right. He is a high position in the company. So is Shawn, but Bret, all that. There's a reason Bret Hart's contract wasn't renewed. There's a reason he was about to.
It was
renewed for 10 years.
They
signed this nigga for 10 years.
No. That day he was leaving to WCW.
He already had resigned. Vince told him he resigned. What happened was Bret Hart signed the longest deal WWE ever had, and then
so how was that WCW?
Because Vince backed out on the deal, and he told him he couldn't do it anymore.
After the Montreal Screwjob, that's when Vince said, "Yeah, I'm not doing this no more."
No, Bret Hart had signed the deal long term before the Montreal Screwjob.
10-year deal at that.
He signed a 10-year deal with the WWE. Yeah. Bret took less money because he didn't want to go to WCW. And then at some point, Vince told Bret, I'm backing out of this deal because I can't do it. And he basically told Bret, I want you to go to WCW. Like, go to WCW.
Okay, so maybe I didn't remember exactly that's how the process went. But my overall thing, Vince was basic, like you said, he was like, yeah, bro, go to WCW. Right. Why do you think that was? Why do you think he was cool with Bret Hart going to WCW?
Because he couldn't afford the deal. That's his literal reason. I can't afford it.
A 10-year deal, but was Bret Hart not?
It was 20 years.
But was Bret Hart not willing to take a pay cut? I could have sworn he was.
No, he was. Honestly,
took a pay cut.
I think most of it had to do was the beef between Bret and Shawn got so bad. I think Shawn was like, "You got to pick between one of us," and he probably told Vince. "I'm gonna dip if you don't." And Shawn Michaels is he's just better all around. You know what I mean? So
and
he
the
can't
other
afford
thing,
to
way more valuable.
Yeah, he can't afford to lose Shawn Michaels.
So,
and the other thing with the screw job, the other thing with the screw job is that they made an agreement. This is the finish. Bret and Shawn go to a DQ at Survivor Series. As shitty as that would have been, they go to a DQ. And Bret comes out next night and relinquishes the belt. They made a deal. Vince, if he wanted Bret to lose it at Survivor Series, Bret made it clear, I will lose it to anybody.
Okay.
Anybody but him in Canada.
But Mo,
they could have just put Undertaker in that position.
But Mo, they had a story. Mo, that's perfectly fine if you want to say replace with Undertaker. But here's the thing. he wanted Shawn Michaels to be that guy. That it was around the time WWE was starting to shift, and they wanted Shawn Michaels to be that guy. Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. Right. You're saying, oh, the whole reason that this was such an issue is because Vince McMahon, I don't remember her name, but ever since that woman went to WCW and threw the title in the trash. Alundra Blaze, yeah. I couldn't remember her name. Medusa. Ever since that happened.
I get where he's coming from. Okay,
yeah, so that finish that they agreed to was the same finish that Vince McMahon didn't want him to do for that reason. He did not want to risk. Because technically, if we keep it a buck, that's why I said I thought the contract was done at that point. Because he literally could have shown up on WCW.
No, he wasn't. The contract wasn't done. Like, he basically had signed the deal and then was forced out of the deal after.
Yes, but you're saying he was forced out of the deal before the pay-per-view, was he not?
He was forced. No,
Vince McMahon took the deal back before the pay-per-view, right?
He said, I can't afford the deal.
Yes.
Sign with WCW. And Bret begged him, I don't want to. And
I know,
Vince
but
insisted.
That's not the part I'm arguing. Vince McMahon took that deal back and said, I can't sign you before the pay-per-view, correct?
Yeah.
So by the time we got to the pay-per-view, the next night, Bret Hart could have, if he wanted to, shown up on WCW TV programming, and it wouldn't have been against the law or breach of contract. That's why Vince couldn't risk that. Because he knew, you could say what, he couldn't afford or whatever, but he knew he cannot have Bret Hart as the champion, because if he gets into that, if Bret Hart just decided to be spiteful towards Shawn, and let's say his personal feelings took over and showed up on WCW TV with that title, that would have been the second time.
He wouldn't have done that. The WWF title was not about. It's not about Shawn. It's about the WWF.
Okay, you're saying he wouldn't have done that? You're saying he wouldn't have done that? I bet Vince didn't think Alundra Blaze was going to do it, but it happened.
But Alundra Blaze didn't have really any type of relationship with the company that Bret Hart did.
But
Bret Hart was one of the loyal soldiers.
What's the common phrase that everybody use? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Vince McMahon is like, I'm not going to get fooled by this again. Like, yeah, you can say what you want about Bret Hart. I think he's loyal, but that doesn't mean as a business person you can take that risk. He was literally being safe rather than sorry. Because even though you're saying Bret would have done it, there's no guarantee he would have.
I get your point, but they did Bret Hart dirty, bro.
If they wanted to do the Screwjob finish, just tell him you're gonna do that.
Facts.
All they had to do was just have him fight somebody else besides Shawn Michaels. It's not that hard. He had a whole story with Undertaker. And then Shawn Michaels didn't even have the damn title that long after that anyway. So it's like he dropped it.
Isn't that because he
was already halfway hurt? Yeah, like he was.
Was that when he lost his smile? Basically,
no. This is when he was about to retire. He had the back.
Oh, the back.
Yeah, so he won the title and then lost it to Stone Cold at WrestleMania and everything. But he didn't even have the title long term. You know what I mean? So the only thing that really benefited the Montreal Screwjob was it introduced the Vince character on TV around that time, because nobody knew Vince was the boss at that time frame. They didn't know Vince McMahon was in charge of the WWF at that time until the Screwjob had happened, and then they acknowledged it on television when the Bret and everything. That's when everybody knew he was the owner and everything.
That was when Mr. McMahon.
Before that, people just thought Vince was a commentator, or like us. They didn't know. Like, they never acknowledged it because they didn't make it known at the time. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying, situations, but the WWE really had a chance to make it more easier than more complicated than they already had. You know what I mean? Like,
I hear you, but would WWE still have its doors open if they did?
We won't know. We'll never know. Maybe they wouldn't have. Maybe they
because that Mr. McMahon character was crucial to the Attitude Era.
No, 100%. 100%. So, like I said, it benefited a lot because it introduced that character on TV for that era, and then we got the Austin McMahon feud. So that was great, but we'll never really know what could have really happened, because they turned things more complicated than it needed to be. It was like Bret was willing to do the right thing, and then Shawn Michaels is being petty, and then he was like, "This is why I don't like this guy, and this is why it's hard to work with him, because he's a problem. Even though he's really good in the ring, he has an attitude problem. You know what I mean? Like, he was a cokehead back then. You know what I mean? So he was like, bro, he's too hard to work with.
And look, I hear y'all. I'm just saying, I feel like, look, hindsight's obviously 2020. I feel like if we were out here and Bret Hart went on WCW TV with that title, we would be sitting here saying, I don't know why Vince let him do that. Did you not learn from Alondra Blaze? Why would you take that risk? I feel like that's exactly what we'd be saying.
Brett was
If
so
Brett would
loyal
have,
to
The
WWF.
man who begged to not go to WCW doing that. I don't
Literally begged him, I don't want to
okay,
go. I want to stay here.
I hear you,
Through all the
but even
bullshit.
okay. So with that being, whoa, deja vu moment. I feel like I dreamt this or whatever. Anyways, I feel like with Bret Hart, you're saying he begged not to go, didn't want to go. Like, I'll do anything, just don't re-sign me. And he still didn't. Can you not use that and be like, well, he might have been spiteful because of that? Because I'm literally begging you to keep me, and I don't want to go to this other company, and I'm begging you to literally give me a pay cut so I can stay, and you're still not going to sign me?
I
How
think
loyal would you be after that? It's like literally
What do you
you're
want him to
begging
do?
for them.
Force Vince's hand? Like,
Bro,
smack him? Like,
well,
you gonna
oh,
sign
no,
me?
Mo,
What?
no,
No.
but what y'all's argument was he was so loyal to the WWE, he even begged him not to re-sign him for less. Well, if bro, you know how much somebody like because you're saying he couldn't afford him, but if you're begging to get signed for less, that means you're begging for an affordable rate. You're literally begging for it. That's what y'all just told me. Y'all said he begged to stay, that he didn't want to go, and he begged him for a pay cut, and Vince
Yeah.
still didn't give him the pay cut. Would you not be spiteful after that? If you literally begging to stay in the place you want to be, and you're saying you're
No.
willing to do anything, and they still don't keep you,
I wouldn't be too
you
spiteful
might
after
be
that.
spiteful after
I'd be
that.
I'd be
They did
more
it in an amicable way.
I'd be more spiteful after what had happened after the screw job. I was
Screwjob.
like,
I
damn,
mean,
bro,
I'm not saying. I mean, obviously, yeah, but I'm saying he's still gonna
y'all
be
do me like
spiteful.
that, bro. It's
And I,
like Bret Hart honestly was
Then
like
you take my
Undertaker.
brother.
Bret Hart was Undertaker to the company before Undertaker was to the company. He was that
Right.
loyal guy in the company who was true WWE. This wasn't the first time WCW had offered him a deal too. He had turned down multiple deals with the
He
company,
turned
and
it down before
they were
Survivor
offering
Series
him
96.
they were offering him a lot of money to come over there. You know what I mean? Like more money than WWE could afford at that time frame. But he knew the money really wasn't an issue with Brett. It was more about the booking, and he knew WCW's booking was trash. You know what I mean? So that's the main reason he didn't want to go there. And when he went there, what had happened? Was before he
There
even
were
got
so
hurt?
many people.
Before he even got hurt, the booking with him was trash. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah, it
was
was
like
really bad. It was
they
sad.
didn't know what to do with him.
Yeah. Like
That's
Brett
the
was
main.
offered so many times. Like after he lost to Shawn at Mania 12, they offered him because he was out of contract. They offered him a contract, and he said no. He re-signed with WWF to do the Austin feud.
So it was more just about the booking perspective. Like he just didn't want to go to WCW because of the way the company was. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't about the money he could have made. Obviously he could work less dates in WCW and make more money over there. So he got a better deal over there. It's just Brett is like a real wrestler. Like for him he took that shit serious. You know what I mean? So for him it comes down to what are you gonna do with me? Like in the end. And he didn't trust what WCW would have done with him. And he was right in the end because even before he got hurt, they didn't know what to do with him. Eric Bischoff even said it. He's like, bro, we didn't know what to do with Bret Hart when he got there. That's why he didn't want to go there.
Makes sense.
I'm
That's
just
all.
saying, I see it from the other side as well.
I see it from the other side, but
I see it, but it was wrong.
it was.
Yeah.
I gotta. There's a lot of things that Bret Hart has said over the last few years. I'm like, bro, you being a lot bitter and over. But that's the one thing that I will always understand his frustrations with, especially when we're all human beings. We all men. We all put our pants on the same way at the end of the day. Like you a grown man, just like I am. So, if we all gonna do business together, and some of us may not like each other, but because there's a lot of wrestlers that work with each other that don't like each other. You ain't gotta like each other to do business. I mean, Matt Hardy leading Edge, I think, is a perfect example of that. That's a real life situation they put into a storyline. You know how hard it was for them to probably come to work every day and do this, but they still did it and they made it work. So if we all gonna work together and we got issues, and I'm like, you know what, bro, let's go make this money. We're gonna do business together. And one of y'all was like, yeah, I don't really fuck with you. I don't want to do that. Well, all right then, bro. We ain't gotta do it then, bro. Like like don't come near me, bro. Like that's how you feel, and then you keep your distance and we ain't gotta work together. But Vince was, I think Brett was also so, I guess, a little concerned or just a little frustrated because he was just so hell bent on Shawn having to be the one to beat him. Like, why does it have to be Shawn? Like he said, it could be anybody else, but Vince kept saying, no, it has to be Shawn. Has to be Shawn. Has to be Shawn. Why does it have to be him? Why do you want us to? What?
Well, so this is where I mean I don't. This is the last thing I'll say about it then, because we don't have to stay on it. But one thing I will say when it comes to Shawn, at the time, if we remember, this is like we were trying to get into I don't think it was like true like attitude era, but we were.
It was starting to lean into
It was approaching it, and Shawn Michaels was at the time their big. Shawn Michaels was supposed to be the guy to lead that attitude era. That's how Vince saw Shawn Michaels when we were kind of transitioning into that little period. Shawn Michaels was supposed to be the guy leading it, and let's be real, at the time, that wasn't a crazy thing to say. Now, eventually, we got the Stone Cold and we got the Rock and we got them guys, but at the time, yes, Shawn Michaels was viewed as the guy.
He was going heel, and Austin was coming up as increasingly the top
right. I didn't say
Mania
he wasn't.
13.
I didn't say he wasn't, but I'm telling you what Vince has viewed and how he viewed it. I'm not saying Stone Cold and The Rock would have never happened, but at that time, he felt to lead into this new era, Shawn was the envision of how he felt this new era should start. And let's be real, that wasn't a crazy thing to think. Bret Hart, love you, gang, but we talk about all the time, even though we troll how disinterested you are. Shawn Michaels was literally the complete opposite. And if you were going to lead this era, Shawn Michaels was one of the guys you wanted.
No, yeah, I think it's more so Shawn Michaels' in-ring ability. He's just so good in the ring. You know what I mean? So that's what really honestly saved and catapulted Shawn Michaels' career a lot, was that he may have had a terrible attitude, but he was so good in the ring. Like, he could work with anybody you put him in the ring with. It could be bigger guys than him, smaller guys than him, faster guys, stronger guys. It could be anybody. And just he was able to work with whoever. So in the end, that's the main reason. That's the main reason he wanted to keep Shawn Michaels. If we're keeping it honest, it was
over
just,
the two. I would too. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't argue it too. So
especially at that point, Bret was like in his mid-40s.
So what do you guys think is gonna? What are you guys expecting tomorrow? We got Raw tomorrow. Is something, any big returns before we head off?
There's got to be at least one call up. Somebody got to.
From NXT?
I would have said it's Melo, but I don't feel like that was the send off. I don't.
I mean, I don't know if they have any call ups right now, though. I mean, besides Melo, but
well, at least for Raw, because everybody that ain't caught up is on SmackDown.
Maybe they
like
have
maybe
they have a debut or something. Maybe the Motor City Machine Guns. I was like, Motor City Machine Guns debut.
I heard somewhere that they're all elite. I heard somewhere they're all elite. So
I mean,
we'll see.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to like
Sheamus could be good. Sheamus could come back tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, Sheamus would be great, but Gunther's not there anymore. So
no, Gunther's
he still might. But,
he's still there, but he's not.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I would have Sammy winning, but it literally messes up like a lot of fantasy booking I had. Like,
that's probably the only shocker of the. I really didn't think Sami Zayn would have won.
That got me. I jumped out my chair like, whoa, wait, hold on.
But like, as far as these people being all elite and stuff, I dead feel like because Tony's throwing money at them to work less dates. Like, because realistically, I feel like there's no way you just watch this Mania and not want to be a WWE unless they're paying you more to work less. And Triple H literally, even though people are kind of dragging what he said, Triple H is literally like, well, if you don't want to work here, if this is where you want to be, kind of glad I didn't get you. Which is like, not to say he's not going to negotiate. He's like, bro, I don't want hostages. I want volunteers. That's basically what he's saying. You know what I mean? So if you feel like it's going to be a hell to be here, then don't come. They're clearly just fine without them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Malachi Black, though, I'm going to need you to hurry up and get over there, though.
Please. Aleister Black, make a comeback.
I think he's gonna go back. I think Buddy Murphy's a free agent too. I think soon. So I think he already is. I think he is right now. Yeah. So.
Oh, so there you go. It's already gonna start. Why is Prince Liger hating on me? What did I do?
That's
because you said AJ Styles was washed up, bro.
I said I'm sorry, gang. Damn.
He ain't let it go, bro.
That's crazy, man. I want to say one thing though. I got all the smoke for months on months for saying that the main event was gonna go the way that it did, and I just want to say, y'all can kiss my ass.
Oh damn! That's how you feel, bro.
We just seem to be prophets over here. I had to change my name to Prophet one time.
Man, on that Hennessy, bro, and a Hennessy in a wine cup, bro.
You're so black, bro.
Kiss my ass.
This man said Hennessy and a wine
and a cigar,
cup,
bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You're so black, bro. You're so black.
It's crazy. All right, fellas. Well, we'll go ahead and head off. It is getting late. I'm actually gonna go back and rewatch that main event. I'm not gonna lie to you because that shit
Me
is.
too. No, I'm
is
gonna go
crazy.
rewatch night one because everyone loved it, and
Who's
I
everyone?
didn't see why.
Who's everyone?
I think.
I'm seeing mostly positive reviews.
Some people-
I'm just like,
Wait, night one. I think. So, in
Main
my
event?
opinion, the only thing that was technically wrong with night one, real talk, like as far as match wise, the Usos disappointed. Other than
worst
that,
brother
everybody,
versus brother match I've ever
the
seen.
two tag matches were they did what they needed to. They weren't there to really, do anything crazy. And then all the other matches were great. It's just the crowd definitely didn't help.
Yeah.
It didn't add to it like it did tonight.
Too cold.
But other than the Usos, honestly, everything else was perfectly fine. It was a solid B show.
Night one was okay.
Knowledge was a B level show.
Night two was. This is the first time they ever had a night. This is the first time they ever had a night two that was better than night one. So
Better,
night
yeah.
two was.
And
Facts.
who was in charge when it happened? That's why Paulo Vector go.
I'm giving night two a 10 out of 10, by the way.
Night two was great, man. Night two was
Yeah,
incredible.
so what would you give night one?
Yeah, like
6.5.
seven.
I give it like
seven.
seven. Yeah, I'll say seven.
Yeah,
About
it's
seven.
good.
Film.
The reason I can't say it's the best WrestleMania main event because I'm waiting for them to hit 10 for 10 for both nights. When they do that, that's when we can come back. I'm talking about everything aligned. Like last year, we could have got it. Like because night one last year was one of the best wrestling shows I've ever seen.
And
But the
night two was cracking up
they
to
messed it up.
be that
But
way.
imagine if you had WrestleMania night one last year, and night two this year. Been the greatest WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been the
I'm not
best
gonna lie,
ever, and it wouldn't be a
clear
competition.
X7. It would clear
It'd
X7.
been the greatest WrestleMania of all time.
I'll even say this: X7 is not even a 10 out of 10 to me. It's like,
I don't
and I
think
still
any-
think
I
it's the
don't-
best ever.
But see, I don't think any WrestleMania that we rank has really been a 10 out of 10 because you can go back and point out bad matches,
Like
bad
those,
moments that have
yeah.
happened.
Hey,
in
but you
those-
know what
in
pay per
those
view
Manias.
is You know what pay per view is a 10 out of 10 though?
We know, G baby. We
Over
know.
New
We
Orleans.
know, bro.
Take over New Orleans.
Just making sure we know. Because I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait for the WrestleManias to be like that game. I can't.
Bro, that weekend was a complete 180.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just to get
2K was so good, and then we went to WrestleMania 34.
Somebody said Jimmy and Jay didn't get enough time. I mean, I just feel like
They
I
didn't
feel
need
like-
more time.
I feel like
Not
they
too
just
much
have
time.
they have the same style, so it's just kind of gonna be like
They wrestle the same.
It should have been a street fight.
Like they're same. They're still.
It was
they're
kind
the
of
same
gonna be,
person,
yeah. But I feel like when we have a night one of WrestleMania and a night two of WrestleMania, that's like 10 for 10. That's when we're gonna, and it could happen next year. Could happen next year for all we know. But I mean, it may be too hard to be. Maybe it's too hard to even get there. You know what I mean? Because you gotta think.
Well, low key is what low key. If we take out Jimmy versus Jay from night one, if we take that out, what are we rating that show?
It's still a 7 for me. I feel like
I would
I
say,
feel
yeah,
like
because
8.
I feel like the first two matches and last two matches are really good, but the three matches in between the women's tag match, the Jimmy and Jay match, and then there's another
tag match.
there.
the Lucha match.
Yeah, the Lucha
I
match.
hate-
Those were.
I hated the ending. I hated the ending.
We did not need
Alright,
Jason
bro.
Kelsey in that. What
We
does
didn't
that
need
guy
it.
say?
Like they had nothing to do with the feud. Like
You know what
I
they're
don't
telling me,
mind.
bro?
I don't mind crossover. WrestleMania is literally built on celebrity crossover. I'm fine on that. But to have them interfere in a match they have nothing to do with makes no sense.
Hey, listen, bro. You know what that tells me? Dom's not him, bro. Getting owned by his dad still. It's kind of
Hey, whoa. not
All
too
right,
much.
bro. All right.
Am I lying, bro? 2-0.
Rey Mysterio has Rey
2.
Mysterio has no left knee. He has no left knee. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, he don't have no left knee, but he still getting dubs over.
I'm not
Dom.
gonna
It's crazy.
lie. You know what? I'll concede.
That's even worse, bro. Dom can't beat a man with no left knee. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie. The Andrade turn to me was just kind of out of nowhere. So is Dragon Lee legit hurt?
180.
Is Dragon Lee legit hurt?
No, that was part of the. I think. Well,
Okay,
I don't
I
know.
Because
thought Carlito was
Nobody
gonna
wants
do
to
a
see
turn.
Dragon Lee.
Oh yeah, the fact that the Carlito turn didn't happen, I was like, what?
I was like,
That's
SmackDown
why?
after
That's
Mania.
why I feel
Or
like
they're building
those-
it. They're building it.
Those three matches, I just feel like they're,
He
they
literally
just-
took out Dragon Lee.
But everything about night two, though, I thought was great. The opening match was really good. The cash in, even the 6-man tag match this year, it was a great extreme match. Snoop Dogg on the commentary was funny. The triple threat, LA Knight, AJ Styles was good. The fatal
They
4-way,
cooked.
Bailey and EO was great. And then the main event, like, if we would have had night one last year with night two this year, we would have been sitting here talking about the greatest WrestleMania we
great
just ever
WrestleMania.
witnessed of all time, bro. Like, it was
Facts.
not a question. You couldn't convince me otherwise. Anybody said otherwise, it just stuck in the past at that point.
To me, night one of 39 might be better than X7. The more I watch it, the more it ages better to me. And night two gets a little bit too much hate.
Well, okay, this is the real question. What was better?
No, night 2 is horrible.
Before we end it off, what was better? Night one last year or night two this year?
Night 2 this year.
Night two.
Night 2?
Yeah.
Night 2.
Yeah.
Night 2.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying y'all wrong.
Main event is what puts
The main event, that main event was.
Yeah,
man.
but that was chef's kiss.
Hey, I'm
And
not
you
gonna
had a
lie.
Money in the Bank cash in, the second one ever at Mania. That
The main event of night 1 got a little bit too much love last year. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, the tag match was fire. What you mean?
Yeah, it was good.
The tag team match, bro? That
It's
was great.
good. No, it's good, but there was still
Yesterday?
way too many super kicks. No. Last year,
I agree with that. I agree. It was
way too many super kicks.
That was great, bro. That was great.
They dragged it. I get the
Nah,
story.
but
They were trying to tell, but
that was still a perfect moment.
no,
That
still the
main
best tag
event-
match they ever did.
That main
Bro,
event-
last year, main event of night 1, when they won, is how people felt this year with Cody winning, bro. Like,
bro.
Yeah.
And last year, bro,
Yeah.
that main event topped off why we thought 39 was about to be the greatest Mania ever. It was like, oh, they can't mess up night 2.
No, the ending of
look
that
what
was
we got. Because
It was a great match, though.
Because, bro, after that, we looked at night 2. We were like, oh, we still have the Gunther triple threat. We still got Finn and Edge. We still got Oscar Bianca. We got them. Like, they can't mess this up. And then proceeded to.
But those matches cooked. It's just the decisions were iffy.
yeah, the
But
decision.
that kills a match.
All right, fellas. Well,
Sure.
we'll be back next week. We're going to talk more about the future of WWE, especially after we see Raw and SmackDown. We're going to talk about the direction we see this new Paul Levesque era going in. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed WrestleMania. If you were there, great experience for you guys. If you watched it on TV, like us, hope you guys enjoyed the show. And thank you guys for the support. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, comment all the below. And we'll be back next week for another pod, man. Y'all stay safe.
Follow the